What is going on out there in the land of America? How's everybody doing today? Forgive me for being a couple moments late. I apologize. I was actually trying to get some chicken. I was trying to get some chicken in my mouth. I was trying to eat some foods. I saw this video by Brian. He put this together. Everybody do me a favor, hit the like button. If everybody would please hit the like button, I'd appreciate that so much. And then type down in the comment section over there, OTVO, which stands for Overturn Terry versus Ohio. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat if you would. Pretty please, with sugar and cherry on top. How you guys doing today? Sorry, I was driving earlier. I didn't really get a chance to connect with you guys, and I wanted to, every single day I want to do everything I can to connect with Team DLZ. I want to be in touch every single day. I never want to miss you guys any day at all whatsoever. I want to be in touch with you guys. So I saw this video that Brian had put together, and I actually went and I took a look at it, and I was looking at the individual videos. And then I thought to myself, as I was looking at these individual videos, that I would break each and every individual video down. And then I thought to myself, why do I need to do that? When really what I could do is I could just enjoy some of the commentary by Brian from Here's the Deal. And I went to my factory and I picked up almost 300 5A-COP cards. I picked up almost 300 Fifth Amendment cop cards. And so I thought, you know what? Let's give them away. Let's give them away. Let's get them into people's wallets. Let's get these out into circulation. I went and picked up almost 300 Fifth Amendment cop cards. And I was like, you know what? Let me put these together. Let me start to give these away. So I thought, well, you know what? Let's watch Brian's video together, because this guy does such an amazing job of presenting the story. I mean, such an amazing job of presenting the story. So let's watch the video. And what I'll do is, you guys read the cover. As typical, I want to give away 50 cards today. Oh, snap. What? Yeah, I want to give away 50. I want to give away 50 of these cop cards today. So with any purchase at all whatsoever from my website, I'm going to give away 50 Fifth Amendment cop cards. That's what I'm going to do. It's my job to be the shepherd. It is my job to do what I'm doing. So sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but it's my job to help as many people as I possibly can have devices and mechanisms and ways to fight back against this police state, prison state, death state that we're forced into. So if you guys would please hit the like button. And then if you do go to my website right now, put your order number in the comment section, and I will send you the Fifth Amendment cop card 100% for free for any order. And I'm going to do up to 50 people today. Up to 50 people. Because I just got them. What good? Let me ask you a question. If I send you a free Trifold in the email, what good does it do you if it's on your hard drive? So I got, 300 of these. What good does this do anybody if it's in my hand? It doesn't do any good. This does you no good if I have it. Whereas if I'm just willing to share in the wealth with you, where I'm willing to share some of the revenue that I make by being able to give back to you, then this is the way you do it. You give away your products. If you give away your products, then you're truly sharing in the wealth with other people. Now, you do have to purchase something. So there is an barrier to entry for me to send you this free 5A-COP card. However, if you have it in your wallet, and by the way, you don't get one, you get two. You get two 5A-COP cards, driver and non-driver. So let's get into Brian's video. He does such a great job of breaking this down. I was gonna go over each video by myself, but I absolutely love this dude. He's one of the best. He's one of the best journalists on all of the YouTubes. On all of the YouTubes. YouTube. Everybody, did you hit the like button? Did everybody hit the like button? You know, I don't love that we have to hit the like. Hot Springs, Arkansas is in the hizzy. What's going on, Edward? How is everybody? Good to see everybody. Let's get into Brian's video, and I'm going to break this down. And remember, I'm going to check my back end right now. If you guys order anything from my website today, I mean, anybody orders anything, I'm going to send you the 5A cop card driver and non-driver cop card for free. I'm sharing. I'm giving back. I want to continue to do this. I want to give back. I want to work with you. It's not me, it's we. It's not you, it's us. We're in this together. So anybody purchase anything from my website, I'm going to send you the 5A driver and non-driver cop card for free. What's up, Playboy? 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 What more can I do for you? What more can I do for you? I'm literally sharing in the wealth with you. All right, let's get into Brian's video and check this out.
Failed, expensive.
Oh, sorry about that. Oh man, you guys probably couldn't even hear me very well. Holy smokes, I didn't even know that was going on. Chest sound, please. 1, 2, 3. Sound check, sound check. Let me just go sound check here real quick. Where is the sound at right here? Oh my God, you guys couldn't even hear me that whole time, huh? How was that sound? I'm just curious because my microphone was not plugged in. Oh, I'm sure. But you know, someone just said something here. But at the same time, you know, remember what lackluster is. He's a grifter. Remember, he can't do anything without you getting his videos. He can't get anything. He can't do anything without copying someone else's. So someone just said up here, lackluster offering competing app to Trifold. Is it an application? Is that what it is? GoFuzz? Is that what it is? Is it an application? I'm not sure. Is it an app or is it an actual app? Is it an actual product? I'm just wondering. Is that what it is? Dan, what's going on, my friend? Oh, is the live stream buffering? How you guys doing? Am I doing all right? Or is that just where he is? 5x5? Perfect. So how's the sound now? You guys can hear me okay? Everything good? Everything good to go? I'm just wondering, is Lackluster who's copying me? So Lackluster grifts real activist videos. He takes other people's videos so he can make a living. And then he sees what I do and he copies what I do. So who's the grifter? Dale Hiller. You're such a beta male chump bitch, dude. You really are, dude. You really are. I'm 49 years old, Dale. I still think I would Incredible Hulk your ass. Boom, 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 boom. I think I'd wipe your hair up with the floor, my friend. Okay, let me check the order numbers because I got to send off. I'm going to do up to 50 free 5A cop cards today. That's how many I'm going to do. That's how many I'm going to do. That's how many. I'm going to give away up to 50 of these today. Now, you got to purchase something so I don't get left completely on my ear here. But if you purchase anything from my website, I'll send you everything I sell for free. All right, let's get into Brian's video here a little bit and see what he's got going on.
Costly, not free home of the brave. I know it's a body of men holding themselves accountable to nobody ought not be trusted by anybody. That seems like basic common sense. When plunder, for example, becomes a way of life for a group of men living together in society they create for themselves in the course of time, a legal system which authorizes it and a moral code which glorifies it. Authorizes what? Glorifies what? Glorifies plunder and everything that goes along with plunder. We're going to talk about a couple situations today. But first, I want to get started with, the reason I have this point pulled up on the screen right here is this comes from the Random Patriot channel. I did a breakdown of this video where they go to Arkansas, Hot Springs, Arkansas, and ask the Hot Springs Police Department or members in that.
William B. Order number 792. Your order failed, my brother. Try it again. William B. Your order failed. Try it again. I know you want this free 5A cop card, so try to get your order to go through, and I'll be right back.
That department, what they thought about Hot Springs' reaction or response to the Halloween deal where they did all that stuff with all those kids. And I don't know if you've seen the video. Do the kids seem like they're out of control? Yeah, they seem like they're out of control. But who should be able to get them in control? That's our public servants. People who are there are supposed to be protecting and serving. I'm not saying anything positive about those kids. I think there's a major failure in parenting there. But then, you know, you mix that failure of parenting with psychopathic power tripping authoritarianism, and you got a pretty bad combination.
That went through, William. It went through. It fixed.
What kind of a video do you expect to get out of that? I mean, especially when they're wearing their body cams, committing their crimes in broad daylight. Nobody says anything about it, or very few do. So I just wanted to show you this statistic. This comes from the mappingpoliceviolence.org website. And according to their records, police have killed 1,029 people so far in 2023. And we still got, what, 46 days left in this year. Unbelievable. This year is going by so fast. And there's a couple of pretty good websites out there showing you how bad the police brutality is. It's almost like, you know, people are like, guns don't kill people, bad cops do. And the reason I say bad cops is I'm going to leave it open that there are some good guys out there who actually want America to be the land of the free, home of the brave. I know it's a slim chance, it's slim to none, but I'm always going to be leaving that, you know, that door unlocked. Let's put it that way.
Optimistic.
But then the burden of proof is on them. Oh, this is a good cop. Okay, I got a couple questions for you then. Are they enforcing and enacting the drug war laws? You know, that long, storied, failed, expensive, costly, not only in terms of monetary value, but also in lives, that costly war on drugs, which ended up not being a war on drugs. It's a war on people. You know, because who in this land, what organization can take the credit for the largest drug smuggling operation? Where, you know, the answer to that? It's in the halls of government, the CIA, the FBI, the DEA, Border Patrol, and Border Security. They're the ones who, if you look it up, they're the ones who were behind the Iran-Contra affair. What were they doing? What were they? You know what's going on.
Yes.
You know the score.
We do.
You know, we don't have to be taught this.
Right.
And something somebody said in the chat before we started is about, you know, the reason this world.
Dexter, you won the 5A cop card, bro. Sending you the 5A cop card and non-driver card. You're sending I'm sending both to you, Dexter. You won both. Congratulations, dude. Thanks for getting something from my website.
World is going down. It's not so much because we have these law enforcers and we have the politicians, we have the judges, and we have the presidents, and we have the governors, and we have all these psychopaths who want to rule us. It's the many who want to be ruled. And the reason they want to be ruled is because they lost their virtue. If you desire wealth greater than liberty, the tranquility of servitude rather than the animating contest of freedom. And that's what most people want. They want the tranquility of servitude. Just put a ruler over me, have him tell me what I need to do, have him craft and create laws, and then punish me if I break any of those laws. By the way, there's 70-something thousand laws in the Federal Registry, and you and I right now are breaking dozens of them, I'm sure. And that gives the state the authorization and the justification in their mind to come and just run roughshod over you because, hey, you dared break my law, you peasant. So if you love wealth greater than liberty, the tranquility of servitude rather than the contest of freedom, I say with Samuel Adams, go from us in peace. I don't want your counsel or your arms, though. Crouch down and lick the hands that feed you, and may posterity forget that you are our countrymen, because you're not. You're not a friend of liberty.
Rodney, you won. You got the 5A cop card coming in the mail, Rodney. You got the 5A cop card coming in the mail, Rodney.
If you're a friend of the Thin Blue Line gang. And A lot of people said, hey, yeah, go over that thing that you mentioned the other night, that, do a live stream on the fact that you do not have a Fifth Amendment right. We don't have rights anyway. Okay, guys, it's all illusory. You can at 2:30 this morning, while you're fast asleep, trying to get rest for your next day at work so that you can, try to put food on your family's table and a roof over the head and clothes on your back. At 2:30 this morning, the feds could break down your door, whether it's the right door or not. They don't care about the address.
They don't care.
They don't care about the ramifications. They don't care about the consequences. They don't care about the loss of life. Pizza delivery drivers are more accurate in getting the right address than a SWAT team who's coming to do somebody harm. They don't care if it's the wrong address.
Everybody check your email. Anybody who contacted me, anybody who sent me anything at all just now, check your email. I just sent off free products to every single person who contacted me. If you want it for free, contact me through my WordPress site on deletelaws.com. I'm giving away 50 cop cards today. I'm giving away 50 of these today. I got these from the factory. If you purchase anything from my website, I'm giving away 50 Fifth Amendment cop card, driver and non-driver card, 50 of these today. Purchase anything from my website, I'm giving you both cards. I'm giving away 50. I got these in my hand this morning and I was like, man, so I'm going to give away 50 of these. You got to purchase something so you cover the cost of shipping and the printing of the card and that kind of stuff. But if you purchase absolutely anything from, and so if you were trying to buy your friend a Christmas present and you were like, man, I already have Chille's Trifold, get anything from my site. I'll send you the 5A driver and non-driver card. Give this as a Christmas present. I got to get these into circulation. These don't do any good sitting in a box here in my office. They do absolutely no good. They got to get out into circulation. Okay. All righty. All righty. Get your order in right now.
But at 2:30 this morning, you could have your door broken down, your windows shattered, flashbangs going off, your life in jeopardy, your dog killed, all because they got the wrong house. Because we don't have freedom in America. There's nothing to stop them from doing that. Helicopters in the sky, dogs on the ground, cruisers at full speed, putting people in danger. They have qualified immunity. Badges and uniforms in their minds grant special rights. So if you think we have rights, you got to wake up and smell the coffee and figure out what's really going on. And in regard to the Fifth Amendment, even according to the black-robed tyrants of the Supreme Court in Salinas versus Texas, you don't even have a Fifth Amendment right to be silent or have that silence work for you unless you specifically, unequivocally invoke that right. Let me go over this real quick. I'm just going to read it word for word because it's a pretty interesting case. And it's also interesting how the black-robed tyrants take full advantage of what they've given themselves back in 1803 with Marbury versus Madison, and they've given themselves the power of judicial review. In other words, they can look at the Constitution and they will determine what it means, and they will determine how it's applied, and they will determine if you've lived according to the standard of the Constitution. So that makes the Constitution not the supreme law of the land, but the interpretation of the Constitution by the black-robed tyrants of the Supreme Court. And so here are the facts of the case. In 1992, Houston police officers found 2 homicide victims. The investigation led officers to Mr. Salinas. Salinas agreed to accompany the officers to the police station where he was questioned for about an hour. Salinas was not under arrest at this time and had not been read his Miranda rights. Now, this is in 1993. Miranda came around back in 1966. That was Ernesto Miranda. That was that case there. Salinas answered every question until an officer asked whether the shotgun shells found at the scene of the crime would match the gun found in Salinas' home. According to the officer, Salinas remained silent. We're going to find out why that's a problem here in a second. And demonstrated signs of deception. Oh, he was squirming in his seat. He was blinking his eyes. He was shifting his weight. He was crossing his arms. He was exhibiting signs of deception, according to the police officer. The ballistics and analysis later matched Salinas' gun with the casings at the scene. Police also found a witness who said Salinas admitted to killing the victims. In 1993, Salinas was charged with the murders, but he got the heck out of Dodge and he could not be located. 15 years later, check this out. Salinas was finally captured. The first trial ended in a mistrial. At the second trial, the prosecution attempted to introduce evidence of the Salinas silence about the gun casings. Salinas objected, arguing that he could invoke his Fifth Amendment protection against self-incrimination, whether he was in custody or not. We're going to find out in a second that the black robe tyrants of the Supreme Court said, no, that's not the way it works. Because we say it's not the way it works. We're just going to make a carte blanche arbitrary edict here. The trial court admitted the evidence, and Salinas was found guilty and sentenced to 20 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. The 14th Court of Appeals, Harris County, Texas, affirmed, noting that the courts that have addressed this issue are divided. The Court of Criminal Appeals of Texas affirmed. So the question is, does the Fifth Amendment self-incrimination clause protect a defendant's refusal to answer questions asked by law enforcement before he has been arrested or read his Miranda rights? In other words, do you have Fifth Amendment protection just by remaining silent? Here's another question. Do you have Fifth Amendment protection against self-incrimination by saying, I don't answer questions? You know what the Supreme Court says? Nope, you don't. You don't have Fifth Amendment protections unless you specifically and unambiguously say, I invoke my right to remain silent. That's what the Supreme Court's saying in Salinas versus Texas.
And he got it. I mean, Brian's nailing it.
Basically, whether we like it or not, yeah, it's not a real law like the law of gravity or the law of, entropy. It's not a real law. All laws are backed by the threat of force. It's the opinions of political parasites backed by the threat of force. And who initiates that force? The law enforcement class. So the political class makes the rules, and the law enforcement class enforces those rules. If you step out of line, whammo. But even within their own rules, there are these certain magic words that you got to say or you don't have the rights. How many Americans do you think know that they don't have the right to remain silent unless they specifically invoke the right to remain silent? I bet very.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. That's why you got to have the trifold on you. You have to do it right, step by step.
Very few. I bet there's a lot of people out there who think that it's okay just to say, I don't answer questions and then to remain silent. You haven't invoked your Fifth Amendment right, according to Salinas versus Texas. And let's read this. So the question is, does the Fifth Amendment self-incrimination clause protect, let's just boil it down, protect you just by remaining silent? The answer by the Supreme Court is no.
Sue, you just won the Fifth Amendment cop card. I'll be sending it to you in the mail, Sue. Thanks for getting something from my website.
So Justice Samuel Alito announced the judgment for the divided court, and it was divided. It was like 5-4. Justice Alito, joined by Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Kennedy, concluded that the Fifth Amendment's privilege against self-incrimination does not extend to defend.
One second. I got to jump in real quick. Hey, Sue, you live in the United Kingdom. I can't ship you to the UK, so I'll have to email you the 5A cop card so you can print it out yourself so you have a copy of it. But Sue, I apologize. I cannot mail it to you in the United Kingdom, in the UK. It's pretty funny. I want to come back to this, but I just want to show my team of people what's happening. I want to show my team of people what's happening. So these guys have copied my ideas.
These instructions on your channel. So
look,
go ahead, Lack.
Yeah,
just mentioned that.
Yeah, we're definitely going
Grifter
to be doing
and
that.
Grifter.
And as soon as we have some interactions, like actual interactions, where
so Dale has to steal people's videos, and Long Island Audit's an ex-con, and they've stolen my ideas and are trying to copy what I do.
Worked with, because we could show it to you right now, and essentially, and will actually within the next week, and show you, hey, here's the app, here's what happens, boom, boom, boom. And
so how many people here have 2 cell phones? How many people here have 2 cell phones? So if you're going to use their app, how are you going to be filming the cop if you're using an application? How's that going to happen? And what they did is they just took my ideas and copied them. Dale Lackluster, you guys may know Lackluster as a reporter. We need reporters. He steals people's videos and gives them no kickback. He's been a grifter since he started. And Long Island Audit was a felon who was in prison. got out of prison after being a felon, and then picked up a camera and started being an auditor. They're no constitutional law scholars. I just wanted to show you guys that these guys are literally trying to steal my ideas by putting them in an application. But these morons don't understand that if you have to turn on your app, then your phone camera can't do what you have to do with your phone camera. I'm sure they're going to try to create something, but it's just ridiculous. And this piece of crap, Long Island Audit, went on a troll channel to call me a grifter, and now he's stealing my ideas. You guys are not you guys could stack each other on top of each other. Both of you stacked on top of each other are not the man I am right now. Neither one of you are. All right. All right. Had enough fun here.
Failed, expensive, costly, not only in terms of monetary arrest at this time, and had not been read his Miranda rights. Now, this is in 1993. Miranda came around back in 19.
So you guys don't want an application. You want the actual card in your hand. And the reason you want the actual card in your hand or the trifold in your hand is so that your camera can be filming. You want to have your camera free floating. You don't want to be working anything on your camera or looking up laws on your camera. You want everything to be free floating in your you want your camera free floating, and you want your trifold or your 5A cop card free floating. I mean, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I'm just so happy that I have a big following and that everybody can see exactly what has happened and what's gone down. Just because it is what it is. There are people who are leaders that are pioneers, and there's people who copy others and grift off of them.
66. That was Ernesto Miranda. That was that case there. Salinas answered every question until an officer asked whether the shotgun shells found at the scene of the crime would match the gun found in Salinas' home. According to the officer, Salinas remained silent. We're going to find out why that's a problem here in a second. And demonstrated signs of deception. Oh, he was squirming in his seat. He was blinking his eyes. He was shifting his weight. He was crossing his arms.
No matter what,
he was exhibiting signs of deception, according to the police officer. The ballistics and analysis later matched Salinas' gun with the casings at the scene. Police also found a witness who said Salinas admitted to killing the victims. In 1993, Salinas was charged with the murders, but he got the heck out of Dodge and he could not be located. 15 years later, check this out. Salinas was finally captured. The first trial ended in a mistrial. At the second trial, the prosecution attempted to introduce evidence of the Salinas' silence about the gun casings. Salinas objected, arguing that he could invoke his Fifth Amendment protection against self-incrimination, whether he was in custody or not. We're going to find out in a second that the black robe tyrants of the Supreme Court said, no, that's not the way it works. Because we say it's not the way it works. We're just going to make a carte blanche arbitrary edict here. The trial court admitted the evidence, and Salinas was found guilty and sentenced to 20 years in prison and a $5,000 fine. The 14th Court of Appeals, Harris County, Texas, affirmed, noting that the courts that have addressed this issue are divided. The Court of Criminal Appeals of Texas affirmed. So the question is, does the Fifth Amendment self-incrimination clause protect a defendant's refusal to answer questions asked by law enforcement before he has been arrested or read his Miranda rights? In other words, do you have Fifth Amendment protection just by remaining silent? Here's another question. Do you have Fifth Amendment protection against self-incrimination by saying, I don't answer questions? You know what the Supreme Court says? Nope, you don't. You don't have Fifth Amendment protections unless you specifically and unambiguously say, I invoke my right to remain silent. That's what the Supreme Court saying in Salinas versus Texas.
Yes.
And basically, you know, whether we like it or not, yeah, it's not a real law like the law of gravity or the law of you know, entropy. It's not a real law. All laws are backed by the threat of force. It's the opinions of political parasites backed by the threat of force. And who initiated?
Hey, Lars, I got you in New Hampshire. I got your address. You're in New Hampshire, so it takes about 5 days to get there from Southern California. If I haven't mailed it yet, it will be mailed today, but I'm pretty sure I mailed yours out, Lars.
It's that force, the law enforcement class. So the political class makes the rules, and the law enforcement class enforces those rules. If you step out of line, whammo. But even within their own rules, there are these certain magic words that you got to say,
You have
or
to
you
say
don't have the
them.
rights. How many Americans do you think know
You have to
that
say
they don't have the right to remain silent unless they specifically invoke the right to remain silent? I bet very, very few.
you have to say the
I
word.
bet there's a lot of people out there who think that it's okay just to say, I don't answer questions and then to remain silent. You haven't invoked your Fifth Amendment right, according to Salinas versus Texas. And let's read this.
One second before we do that, before we do it, Clint, I got you, man. 5A cop card coming. 5A cop card coming in the mail for Clint. And Clint is located in Washington. Clint in Washington, I'm sending you the 5A driver and non-driver cop card, my friend. Thank you so much. So, since people are copying my idea, since people are copying the education that I teach, let me copy Brian's education that he's teaching here. Brian's a friend of mine. We talk. So, we've had in-depth conversations about Salinas versus Texas. And now Brian is actually teaching Salinas versus Texas. So for the grifters who copy everything I do, you have to teach the audience that they have to say the words. And no cop is going to let you pick up the phone and call your attorney. No cop is going to pick up the phone and let you call his attorney. Troy, email me. Zachary, email me. All products have been shipped. Everybody should have their things. It's the holiday season. It's taking like 5 or 6 days from the West Coast to East Coast. But I've been doing this now for weeks and weeks. And I've been selling trifolds for over 2.5 years. So listen to what Brian is saying, though. Listen to what he's saying, the words he's saying. Forget all the drama, people copying me and grifting and all that crap. Think about this, though. You now have the information. Brian is teaching it. He's showing you Salinas versus Texas. Did you know? Does your brother know? Does your best friend know? Let's stay focused on what our mission is, to keep people out of the torture cuffs and keep people out of the dungeon. Right here, you have to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Did everybody know that? Did everybody know that? Rob, if you want to do 10, just email me, dude. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Dude, I'll give you the absolute smoking. I want you to have my stuff. I'm giving away 50 Fifth Amendment cop cards today. I'm giving 50 of these away with any purchase. Anybody purchases anything from my website today, I don't care what it is, I'm giving away 50 of these. I went to the factory. I got 300 of them in my hand. I'm giving away 50 of these today. If you purchase anything from my website, you don't get one, you get two. You get the driver and the non-driver cop card. Just shoot me an email. I'll look up your email address for your order number. I'll track your stuff down. I will not leave you without your products. There's no way in hell. There's so many people who want to tear down me, tear down my reputation, tear down everything I've done. I will not leave you hanging. You email me, deletelaws@gmail, or go to my, if you're going to ask for something for free, make sure you go through my website, because then I report that at the end of the year. So go to deletelaws.com and go to the inquiry form. But I go back to the same, Troy, you got to email me. Shoot me your email, bro. But I'll look it up, Troy. I got you. Who knew that? Brian just taught it. Who knew that? That the black robe tyrants, as Brian says, stated that you have to say the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And no, put a 1 in the chat if you know for a fact, no pig is letting you pick up your phone and call your lawyer. No pig is getting on the phone with your lawyer. Do you know that? Put a 1 in the chat if you absolutely know that. It's so ridiculously stupid to even think something like that. But hey, you know what? Grifters got to grift. I get it. I understand them.
The question is, does the Fifth Amendment self-incrimination clause protect, let's just boil it down, protect you just by remaining silent? The answer by the Supreme Court is no. So Justice Samuel Alito announced the judgment for the divided court, and it was divided. It was like 5-4. Justice Alito, joined by Chief Justice Roberts and Justice Kennedy, concluded that the Fifth Amendment's privilege against self-incrimination does not extend to defendants who simply decide to remain mute during questioning. Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that you don't automatically get Fifth Amendment protections if you just decide to shut up? It's not enough just to shut up. Before you shut up, you have to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment rights, according to the frickin' court. But wait, there's more. Longstanding judicial precedent has held that any witness who desires protection against self-incrimination must explicitly claim that protection. It must be explicit, it must be clear, it must be unambiguous. This requirement ensures that the government is put on notice when a defendant intends to claim this privilege. Did you see that? So this is basically, this is a commentary on the case. But from the perspective of the Supreme Court, your Fifth Amendment right isn't a right at all. It's a privilege. And you don't have it at all unless you specifically invoke it. Tell me that's not crazy, upside down, convoluted world. And allows the government to either argue that the testimony is not self-incriminating or offer immunity. Oh, who has all the power there? The plurality reiterated two exceptions to this principle. One, that a criminal defendant does not need to take the stand at a trial in order to explicitly claim this privilege. They're calling it a privilege, guys. It's not the Bill of Privileges.
That's right. Brian
it's the Bill of Rights. You don't have the privilege of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. A privilege, it sounds like something that was...
Check your email, Troy. Check your email, Troy. If you would, please, sir. I'd appreciate that. Check your email.
Given to you. If it's you don't have unalienable privileges. You have unalienable rights, rights that weren't given to you, rights that can't legitimately be taken away from you. But the court wants to talk about this in terms and in the sphere and on the level of privilege. What the frick is up with that? And that's why I call them the black robe tyrants of the Supreme Court. That's why I call the supreme law of the land the Supreme Court, especially after 1803 Marbury versus Madison. Exactly. When you grant yourself, when you arbitrarily grant yourself the power of judicial review, in other words, I will be the sole arbiter and interpreter of the Constitution. I'll tell you what it means, and I'll tell you how you got to act. Otherwise, you're going to get slammed by the court system. That's being above the Constitution. It's putting yourself above the Constitution, at least since 1803. Now, does that mean that there aren't some good rulings that come down the pike every once in a while from the Supreme Court? No, because good rulings do come down the pike in the Supreme Court, like the one the Warren versus DC, when they said, no, you got the right to self-protection according to the Second Amendment. But then they slap all these, it's convoluted in itself because they slap all these other restrictions on it. But you got to make sure it's registered, but you got to have a 10 or 45 day waiting period or whatever. That is called infringement. I am simple. Shall not be infringed means shall not be infringed. No infringements, no limitations whatsoever. And it's more than you have the right to keep and bear arms. It's that other people don't have the right to keep you from keeping and bearing arms, if that makes sense.
You're calling it a privilege.
So there's more that can be said on this, because there are a couple of court cases like Burgess versus Tompkins, and let's see if I can show you this. Burgess versus Tompkins in 2010, and Miranda versus Arizona from 1966. That's where we get the Miranda rights. But just know that according to the Supreme Court, you do not have a Fifth Amendment right unless you specifically, clearly, unambiguously invoke that right. In other words, I invoke my right to remain silent under the Fifth Amendment. Unless you spell it out for them, you articulate it to the cop, then anything that you say can and will be used against you in the kangaroo court.
And let me add a caveat to that real quick. There's a little bit more to that than just that. There's also that the cop gets qualified immunity for questioning you further. Jeffrey, you won the 5A cop card. I'm sending it to you for free as soon as the live stream's over. I told you guys I had a little bit of a shipping hiccup in early November. So if you guys are waiting on something, it is definitely coming. Contact me right away. So if your order is missing, I'm going to fill it. Troy, check your email. Make sure everybody knows that during this live stream, I'm giving away 50 Fifth Amendment cop cards. 50. Anybody orders anything from my site during this live stream, I'm giving it away for free. I'm giving you the driver and the non-driver cop card during this live stream for free. So if I want you to get this Trifold, whether you get the digital one or you get the one that I send to you for $30, I want you to get a Trifold. That's what matters the most to me. Get your Trifold. Let me check my emails.
Of law. The next thing I want to go over comes from the Jonathan Williams channel. This is another example, as if we needed another example, that getting your ID is literally like the most addictive drug to
Ever.
an addict. Watch this. This guy, Jonathan Williams, is pulling over in his red Impala because his wife is throwing up because she got sick from ordering a McDonald's flurry or whatever, whatever chemicals are in that started coming up.
Clint,
And the body's like, hey,
you got the 5A
COP-CARDS
COP-CARDS coming in the mail for free, bro.
She's puking on the side of the road. Entered the Alabama Sheriff's Department. Check this out.
Cool, man. Okay.
I'm out with you. So
Here, let's label this. Who is this? What did you say? Crenshaw? I didn't get the name.
What did you say your name was, officer?
my name
Sheriff.
is
No, I know y'all go by different things.
Last name's Wood. He looked at, well, actually, your windshield's busted. It's like, what'd you pull me over for? I pulled you over so that I could take the time and figure out why I pulled you over. I'm sorry, that doesn't wash. That doesn't jive. That's not legitimate. That's basically what you're doing is harassing. You're using your power to harass this man. Oh, your windshield's busted. Yeah, that's why I pulled you over.
to check
But
on
did you
but
pull
I'm
me
asking
over
you to
for that,
identify
though?
yourself.
Did you-
You might be a murderer.
What
You
law
might
did I
be
break?
somebody wanted.
What law did I break? What law did I break that you want to identify me for? I just want to know. What law did I break that you identify me for?
Now, let me just point out, this cop is not concerned for his safety. His actions prove he's not concerned for his safety. His actions prove that he doesn't think this guy is dangerous, because if he thought this guy was dangerous, he would never take his eyes off of him. This cop has his
Check your email, everybody.
back turned to a potential, in his words, to a potential. I don't know if you're a murderer or not. I need to see your ID, because you giving me your ID will help me determine whether you're a murderer or not. Not scared,
Not coming back on file neither.
not fearing for his life.
Why you running tag? What traffic violation do I have? Why? What traffic violation? No, baby. What traffic violation did we commit for you to pull us over? So wait,
Pulled you over. A suspicious
am
vehicle.
I pulled over?
Yes, you are pulled
For
over.
what traffic violation?
For a suspicious vehicle.
No, what traffic violation am I pulled over for? Come on, let me get paid. We need some money, don't we? What traffic violation, sir, am I pulled over for?
Are you going to identify yourself?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What traffic violation?
You to identify yourself.
I got you,
For what
Rob.
crime?
Check your email.
Because I'm out with you.
No, so
I'm driving down this road.
what crime do I have to identify for? Am I being detained?
Look at that. Again, completely turns his back and his head 180 degrees from the direction of who he suspects might be up to no good. Is that smart, officer? Aren't you telling the world here that you are not scared? You're not concerned that this guy might be a potential suspect in a real crime? Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Am I being detained, sir?
Yes, you are. Right?
For what crime?
Because I'm out with
For
you.
what crime?
Because I'm out with you.
For what crime?
There is no crime committed.
So why?
Boom.
There's no
There
crime.
is no crime.
There's no crime.
I'm only pulling you over and
There's
running your
no
tag
crime.
because I got authority and I'm going to exercise it. Boy,
That's
I
right.
just can't wait to exercise my authority today. When he left his boyfriend today, this cop, somebody in the chat suggested that he was wearing women's underwear. Before he walked out the door and put his women's underwear on and left his boyfriend, he's like, I'm going to exercise my authority, man. I cannot wait. That's the sign of a weak man.
Oh, yeah.
That is abusing your authority on somebody you know is going to be helpless. You know you have unlimited resources. You know you have the power of the state at your disposal. And you know this guy's going to have to bow down and lick your boots if he wants to walk free. That is the sign of a weak man. Any law enforcement agent who's watching this video right here, if that's your spirit, if that's what you do, if that's the activities and the practice of your life when you're on the job, you're a coward. You're a freaking coward.
Am I being detained then? If there's no crime being committed, why am I being detained? That's a good question, ain't it?
No crime.
If there's no crime being committed, why am I detained?
Driving on this road.
Did I get pulled over?
You pulled over. I wanted to stop.
She was sick. She was throwing up. She has throw up there also.
And when you see me go by,
Mhm.
you got in your vehicle. You pulled pulled up and you waited. For
So
me
you
to try to leave.
you got them coming
You come
code
out.
3
As
for
soon as
this?
I come out, you pull
Oh
over.
my
She-
God, he's got him coming
she
code
pulled-
3.
Oh wait, I waited. Why? Why did I wait?
What this cop just said is as weighty as him saying, I saw you come out of that Dollar General with a bag of broccoli and I wanted to pull you over. It's like that has nothing to do with any being close to any reason why you could legitimately pull me over. I saw you had red sports shoes on and your left shoe was untied. And I figured, you know what? If that ain't suspicious, I don't know what is.
So you got them coming code 3 for
I'm
this?
asking you to identify yourself. That's all.
Chad,
Why?
I got you.
That way I know who I'm talking to.
We're talking. We've been talking.
I told you my name.
But why we need to identify?
Look at this guy code 3 in.
I figured you would help my wife with something medical,
And I will help
but
you
but
any way
you got
I
them
can.
running. You're not helping me at all. You're trying to identify me.
yourself,
I don't have to help you. I don't have to help you. I'm trying to help my wife. I'm not concerned with you. I'm concerned with my wife.
Right.
And I want to.
No, you. So why aren't you helping her? So why? Well, check on her then. Check on her.
Lee,
Huh?
check your email.
Did it again? Look at that. Complete 180 again. We should point out, I think I missed a couple, but I think we should point out every time he turns his back on a potential assailant.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Chris H, you know who you are. Do you want to shoot me an email? Put your full name on the subject line, Chris H, and then I'll email you back and forth and we'll get around the loophole that you're dealing with right now. Okay. Everybody, I'm giving away these 5A cop cards today. They got to be in your wallet. They got to be in your brother's wallet or they do no good. So I'm willing to split the prosperity with you. If you're willing to purchase anything from my website, I'm going to send you a free 5A cop card as soon as this live stream is over. So Chris H, shoot me an email so we can get around the snafu you're dealing with.
Want to identify me, and I haven't even done anything wrong. You said yourself I haven't did anything wrong. So why are you trying to identify me? I don't want to be in your system. A suspicious. So what makes it suspicious?
As soon as you seen that, you pulled up.
We was just coming out the store, the Dollar General right there. We just bought dog food. We just bought dog food. You saw us and pulled over.
No traffic violation, but suspicious vehicle.
You know, I'm not against the guy with the camera, but what did he do wrong?
Talked.
What has he done and
He's
what
talking.
does he continue to
He's
do
talking.
wrong? He's doing one thing right. He's recording the police. But what is the primary thing he's doing wrong here? He is giving the cops an account. He's giving them a reason. He's trying to reason with somebody who's unreasonable. He is opening his mouth. Once you determine this cop already admitted there is no crime. In other words, I don't have a legitimate reason to pull you over. He already admitted it.
Exactly.
Shut up. Your lips. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right under the
Exactly.
Constitution that you're supposed to be supporting, protecting, defending, and upholding. And I'm going to wait for you to violate my Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my person, because now I'm going to file a federal lawsuit against you, and it's going to stand because you're clearly in the wrong by your own admission.
Exactly.
Be quiet. Invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Keep recording police and let the chips fall where they may. That's how you have a better chance in court. Remember, your phone is a portable courtroom. The jury doesn't want to hear you banter back and forth. They want to hear you stand on your rights and shut up. Just keep recording this tyrant's activities.
Jimmy H in Alabama. Jimmy in Alabama sending you the free 5A cop card, brother.
Get his crimes on film so that when the jury sees it, when the judge sees it, and they see that you were polite and cordial and you did all that you could to de-escalate, then it's going to go in your favor.
What makes it suspicious?
I mean, look at these jackboot thug pigs standing there. They look horrible.
What makes it suspicious? What makes this vehicle suspicious, though? It's a regular vehicle.
All I did was just want to know who I was talking to.
And we're
I told
talking.
you who I was.
Oh, that's all it was? Oh, it's not that I did anything wrong. I just want to know who you are. Okay, gotcha. All right. And I'm going to force you to interact with me. And if you don't interact with me the way I want you to interact with me, because I have a pool of violence in my heart, I'm about to ladle some out and spill it all over you, because I do have authority.
Do you see why I like this guy, man? Do you see why I like this guy? He totally gets it. He totally gets it. Yeah. Dark to light. Let me know, bro. Let me know. Reach out and contact me. Reach out and contact me. You know, we had a shipping snafu in the factory the first part of November. So a lot of orders got jumbled. And so we're shipping and shipping and shipping. But forgive us if we're a little bit behind, but I absolutely won't miss you. I will not. I come on here every day. My face, my reputation, my business, my life, my ambition to help as many people as I can, to make sure that everybody, you heard Brian teach it. He's just so much better at it than I am. You know, he's just, you know, it's like the grifters, you know, the grifter over there, he's so much better at making reporting videos because he's not a real activist. You got to step on the street and take on cops to be an activist. And so Brian is a grade A reporter, and he's one of the best in the business. You've got to invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You have to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, which is why you need the literature in your hand and your phone as backup. This is why you have to have these things. If you order a trifold from me today, the printed one I sent you or the one you print at home, I'm going to mail you in the mail the 5A cop card for free. For free. So just shoot me an email, go to deletelaws.com. And then if you need one for free, I'll email it to you. You got to print this up yourself because I can't send you the ones like this unless you purchase something. So like offset costs. I'm sharing in the wealth with you. I'm sharing in what I've created with you, but I want to get these out into the market. I want to get as many people as we possibly can have these in your wallet, because this is how you follow the step-by-step tutorial. You have something in your hand so that way you can work with your phone to make sure the cop is going to respect your rights. Because once you take the ride and the torture cuffs go on, it all becomes so real. So during my live stream right now, if you purchase anything at all, I'm going to mail you in the mail. Now, that's only for people in the United States, because Sue over across the pond ordered something. And sure, David, shoot me an email, bro. Contact me. 100%, David. Yes. The answer is yes. Okay. Okay, David. Yes. How about that? The answer is yes, David. So shoot me an email, David. Everybody else, though, if you would please try to get something from my website, and I will send you the 5A cop card for free.
Private. I like to keep my business to myself.
Okay, so that was part one. Here's part two right here.
I'm not for those who like right back there pulling out. I had to get him to drive because I was sick. We didn't get him right there, but that little dirt road.
Stop explaining things to cops. They don't care.
They don't care.
The more you talk, the more they're data mining. They're collecting information on you. It's not going to go your well. They don't care that you threw up. They don't care that you're sicker than a dog.
Yes.
They're psychopaths. Psychopaths don't care about that kind of stuff. They just got to have that ID, man. Give me your ID. Do you have ID? Well, I know who you are. I just wanted to talk to you. They're the guys in high school that nobody would talk to them. Now they got authority. Now they're going to force you to talk to them. I'm going to back you into a corner. You're going to have a conversation with me.
Correct.
Right there, and literally there's a pile of recording where I threw it all up, and I was like, okay, let's go ahead and go. And then literally I started throwing up again, and I could not stop. Like I just threw up before you even came up here.
Shut up.
And like I
understand that, but all I'm doing is asking to identify you. I know who you are.
You're asking to violate my rights, jackboot thug pig, is what you're doing.
How many rights have been violated under the sentence? All I was doing was, it's just an ID. It's just ... It's just that I'm a tyrant and I'm totally going to trample the rights that I'm supposed to be protecting. It's just all I'm doing is, it's kind of like Terry v. Ohio. It's Pennsylvania versus Mims. It's a minimal intrusion onto rights. Yeah, but it's still an intrusion, and it's still putting your tyrannical foot in the door of my house, and I don't want it there.
And to add to that, just so you know, that Brian didn't quite say in there, was it's a minimal intrusion into my rights if you're not a appointed Supreme Court justice. John Roberts has never been pulled over. Clarence Thomas has never been pulled over. Samuel Alito has never been pulled over. Amy Coney Barrett has never been pulled over. Elena Kagan has never been pulled over by the police and scrutinized and pulled out of the car and put in torture cuffs. It's a minimus intrusion into your life under Pennsylvania versus Mims to order the driver out of the car using the jurisprudence of Terry versus Ohio. None of those Supreme Court black robe tyrants have ever been pulled over and jerked out of the car. Neil Gorsuch has never been pulled over and put in torture cuffs. Brett Kavanaugh has never been pulled over and put in torture cuffs. Those people have never been through the system. How you and I, put a 1 in the chat if you've been through the system. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been through the torture cuffs. Put a 1 in the chat if you've been through the torture cuffs. Gloria said that's sad. Melania's, oh no, is that true? That's cops are pigs. They killed my dad when I was 11. Oh, Gloria, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. I mean, that's the reason. Look, the reason I do everything that I do is because I was pushed to do this. They forced me to be this leader. I did not want to be the leader. I was living in Hollywood, California, producing TV and film. I could have kept doing that. They forced me to do this. They forced me to give away my Fifth Amendment cop card. They forced me to do this. They made me who I am today. They made me design a card for people so it can be a step-by-step tutorial for when you get pulled over by the cops. They made me make it into a credit card. They made me do this. They created the business that I own and I run by molesting me and abusing me and torturing me and imprisoning me and beating me and cheating me and persecuting me and prosecuting me unjustly. They made me. And now I'm the animal I am because of them, because of you jackboot thug pigs. I just want to be clear. I just want to be clear. I'm giving away 50 of these 5A cop cards today. Get anything from my website. Get anything from my website and I'll send you the 5A cop card driver and non-driver card for free.
You gotta do is identify yourself. And me and him can speak cordial.
I've been speaking cordial.
So
I don't have a problem with you. No, sir. This is not a game. No, I don't.
That's another thing.
I'm gonna put this out. No, sir. Why?
No,
Why? Did I, like I asked you?
The cop doesn't. Am I not right, Brandon? Come on, back me on this. Oh, so now you're trying to enforce something you yourself are not even sure of? Oh, keep on talking, officer. I'm loving this. This is great. Am I not right, Brandon?
On a little something, actually put it in the ashtray.
We were pulled over. We didn't get pulled over. We were pulled over.
I got out with a suspicious vehicle because you came out of a parking lot and immediately got over.
She was throwing up.
Okay.
Because I was parked there.
So she's supposed to throw up in the floorboard?
If I ask you to
Sir.
identify yourself, you should identify yourself.
Sir, are you married? Are you married?
I am.
If your wife is
Shut up. Shut up.
See, I don't know what was going on. I like to see if somebody whip over real quick, they're crossed.
and we're
So he might be choking
so
you out.
we're-
All I know.
so wait, hold on, babe. So if I was sitting there choking her out,
No.
you sat
She was
there.
holding you where you were holding.
No, I was holding her back
Okay,
over
either
there.
way, vice versa.
No, you said
Either
this.
way.
If I was choking her out, you sat there while I would have choked her out, and she would be dead now. But I'm trying to take care of my wife.
Can you at least give us your name and
Why?
Can you
Why?
at least?
'Cause
It's like
You wanna
they're almost
They
in the
need it
position
so
of begging. This
bad.
is hilarious. Can you at least give us your name? That's all we're asking for. And then you can go on with your day. Just do what we tell you to do, and we're not going to pull our guns and tasers out
Let
on
us
you
violate
and
your right.
throw you in the back of our car and kidnap you. Okay, that's all you got. This is
So this is why I love Brian's channel, because listen to this, what he says right here.
If your wife is
shut up.
Right there at the same time, he and I said it at the exact same time. Shut up. Shut up. They want to put you in torture cuffs and drag you off to a dungeon. It's just crazy. That is just crazy. That's just absolutely crazy. I just don't understand why people keep talking to these pigs.
Shut up.
See, I don't know what was going on. All I can see is somebody whip over real quick, they're crossed.
and
I
we're
don't
so
know, he might be choking
so
you out.
we're-
All I know.
so So wait, hold on, babe. So if I was sitting there choking her out,
No,
you sat there.
you were holding.
No, I was holding her back over there.
Way, vice versa.
No, you said this. If I was choking her out, you sat there while I would have choked her out, and she would be dead now. But I'm trying to take care of my wife.
Can you at least give us your name and
Why?
Can you
Why?
at least?
'Cause
It's like
you wanna
they're almost in the position of begging. This is hilarious. Can you at least give us your name? That's all we're asking for. And then you can go on with your day. Just do what we tell you to do, and we're not going to pull our guns and tasers out on you and throw you in the back of our car and kidnap you. Okay, that's all you got.
Right.
This is all we're asking.
What I don't like about this is why I'm saying no, because he's not even concerned with my wife throwing up. He's more concerned with me. Why though?
That's because
Is this a medical emergency?
so is it a medical emergency?
She was throwing up. I'm not a doctor.
Do you need rescue?
Okay.
I'm just asking
Yeah,
questions, man.
it
It's part
see,
of my job, you know what
I've
I'm
been dealing with him. So fresh start, right? Fresh start. What's your name? Deputy Case. Pleasure.
Pleasure.
Is it really? Is it really a pleasure? Are you going to say it's a pleasure when the carjacker comes to take your car? Are you going to say it's a pleasure when the thief breaks into your house at 4 o'clock in the morning to steal your, TV or whatever? Hey, it's a pleasure. Hey, what's your name? Hey, you were super professional and polite while you were stealing my TV and trying to go
Right.
through my safe and holding
Right.
my wife at gunpoint. You were super professional, super cordial. I really appreciate it. I
Right.
appreciate you. It's a
Right.
pleasure. No, no, shut up. Shut up.
In my head, I had a limb fall over, so
I'm gonna step back
right.
if you want to.
Anyway, so I had to get staples put in my head, so it's been making me nauseous, and I tried to eat something, and it's not. Like,
Shut up. They don't care about staples in your head. You could tell them you lost an arm. You could tell them you fought in Vietnam for their rights. They don't care.
They don't care.
You could tell them you're Russian. You know how I know? Remember that video that I can't remember who covered it. I
Exactly.
covered it on this channel. A bunch of other channels covered it. Remember that family who got into their car because their dog got hit by a car and they were rushing to the vet to save its life? Those cops didn't care. They don't care. My grandmother's dying and she's got like 10 minutes to live. They're
They
going to
don't
pull
care.
a life support. I got to get to that. They don't care.
They don't care.
Give any sob story, believable or not, real or not, they don't care.
They don't
They're going to follow orders. They're the conformists. They're going to do what they're told, regardless of what is right, and they'll even do beyond what they're told so they can advance more tyranny. They don't care.
They don't care.
They're not worthy of respect.
Nope.
I don't appreciate meeting them.
Yes.
I want them to leave me alone.
Yes. I mean, he's so spot on. So I want to answer the gentleman's question, Mr. Bones, and you're not contacting me then because I replied to all emails so far. I've emptied my inquiry list from deletelaws.com. I didn't see you in there, Mr. Bones. You would have got a contact from me. So the gentleman below here said, cops are stopping people now for jaywalking. How do I approach that? Well, on the non-driver, the Fifth Amendment non-driver card right here. So first of all, if they're going to stop you for jaywalking, if you're walking in the street and they're going to say that you're jaywalking, the first thing you do when you see them is you start filming them. And then after that, you say out loud, I invoke my First Amendment right. First Amendment, my right to film cops is upheld by the 2017 case of Turner versus Driver. Number two, the cop approaches you for jaywalking, supposedly, and says any words to you at all. While filming, you say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Fifth Amendment's unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning further. And so even if you are jaywalking, geek hippie, then if the cop says to you, hey, I need your ID so I can charge you, at that point, because he has probable causes when you have broken the law, you then have to give him your identification so he can give you a ticket for jaywalking. However, what have you done already, geek hippie? You invoked your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. So that jackboot thug pig can no longer question you where you're going, where you're coming from, if you've been drinking. He can't ask you another question. And geek, this is how it's done right here. Geek hippie, you have to be filming him at all times. You have to be filming him at all times. That's how it works. That's how it works. I'm teaching you how it works. So now if the cop stops you and you're walking and you're not jaywalking, or you went through the crosswalk and it was green and you know it was, or you walked through the crosswalk and the cop stops you and says, let me see some ID. On the same non-driver card where you invoked your Fifth Amendment and you invoked your First Amendment, you flip that bad chicken over and it says, number 4, cop demands your ID and says he has reasonable articulable suspicion, but you know for a fact that you did not jaywalk. So then you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as a good citizen. No ID is required. The law is the 2004 case of Hibble, which is the interpretation of the Black Road Tyrants that says with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID. You don't give ID without probable cause. So you don't give the cop your ID if you have not jaywalked and you know that you didn't commit a crime. You don't have to give ID unless you've committed a crime. That's a fact. That's why I created the Fifth Amendment cop card so that people would stop giving their ID, like this gentleman on the side of the road who's standing up for his rights. You don't want to give ID unless there's probable cause. I'm giving away 50 of these today. I'm giving away 50 of these today. Now there's 2 cards. There's the driver and there's the non-driver card. So I'm giving away 100, I guess it would be, because this is the non-driver card and this is the driver card. You get both in the mail from me. I put them in one little slip and you get both of them. If you order anything from my website, absolutely anything from my website, I will send you the 5A driver and the 5A non-driver card in the mail for free. Anything. I don't care what you purchase from my website. I want you to get this beautiful printed trifold that goes in your car, but you can also get the digital one for $9 that you print at home, and I'll still send you the 5A driver and non-driver cop card. Go to deletelaws.com right now. Order your trifold right now. Order it right this second so you have it. It'll be out to you in 5 to 7 days with the holiday mail. We now ship every single day. There's now no delay on shipping. We ship I had a meeting with my factory this morning. How do you think I got these 300 cop cards in my hand? We had a meeting this morning. We ship every single day now. You order today, it ships today. There's no delay. There's absolutely no delay any further because I can't stand that there's been a delay. It's made me sick. So now let's get back to the video here. Order anything from my site and get this 5A cop card for free.
Like that for days. It's been going on.
Yeah, anytime you get head trouble like that.
Yeah, the CT scan wasn't working at the hospital, so I haven't even got that done. They did an x-ray. But as you know, I've just been nauseous and pretty much tired and sick for friggin' days. And I was like, yeah, I'll get a damn McFlurry. And, you know, it's laid back there. Like, literally, you can see
Yeah, I hate to waste $3.
like, yeah, well, no, $4.29.
I'll be like,
Shut up.
you all right. I don't know if it's a game, but you all right so
No,
far.
man.
He's not all right.
Like,
No,
honestly,
it is a game. He's not all right because this guy's about to get arrested by both of the road pirates, both of them. He's not all right. Stop stroking their ego. They want to hear that. They're like, oh my God, they think I'm all right as I'm enacting tyranny on them. This is the best of both worlds. They think I'm a great guy. They think I'm the best thing since sliced bread, and they have no idea what I'm planning against them. Plotting, conniving, conspiring.
Right.
where
Right,
the
Brian. That's
suspicious
right.
one came from, that
So,
is-
all right, so here's
Papa
the-
Joey, free 5A cop card coming for you, bro.
Anytime
Thanks a lot.
that you-
Anthony in Los Angeles, California, free
Consensual
5A
or,
cop card.
If we ask you to identify yourself, right?
Got you,
especially
Rourke.
something like
That's
this,
you, huh?
Where it kind of comes out as suspicious. We don't know. Here's
What
the
is
thing.
this stuff?
Is it suspicious or not? It kind of comes out as suspicious. You know, he's just doing this on the fly, man. He is out on a limb.
But here's the thing, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you, right?
Explain what?
When we come up behind you, right? We have to analyze and try to picture what's going on and be able
You have
make
to
that
analyze?
decision.
You're an
If it comes out
analyst now?
suspicious, right? Just making sure vehicle put on the side of the
Got
road,
you, Ragnar.
maybe hold the air, something like that, right? And then we can figure out, oh, hey, you're a helper. Cool, right? And they're like, hey, man, do you mind if we go ahead and get your license and stuff like that? Just identify who you are, right? And it's as simple as that. You say, hey,
It's as simple as-
Yeah, you saw me. Yeah. I got on work shoes, but still, you know what I'm saying?
Man, you know what I'm saying?
Stop joking around with the cops. They hate you. They hate
Hey,
your
hey, Chuck W just sent me an email. You know, I can't give away just, you know, you got to purchase something from my website. There's only one person who I'm giving this for free to today. His name's David. He contacted me. I hit him back and said, send me your full mailing address. And I haven't got that back from David yet. But the deal is that you go to my website. Let me see that guy's name again. Chuck W in Minnesota. It's not the first 50 people who ask. You have to go to my website and purchase something, man. Otherwise, you're going to bankrupt me. You know, I mean, I put out a lot. So, you know, for all the people that I can possibly help, I want to make sure it's just the wrong place right now. So can you go to my website, deletelaws.com. Go to my website, deletelaws.com. Order anything from my website, and I will give you everything I sell for free via email. And I'll also mail you in the mail the 5A cop card, driver and non-driver card, both cards. I'm giving away 50 of these today. 50. So if anybody orders anything from my website today, just so you guys know, I don't think I've had a day where I do 50 orders. I mean, just being honest. So in other words, pretty much anybody who orders anything from my website, I will send to you for free. Alarcia, I already mailed your 5A cop card. Alarcia, I'm pretty sure you already won one, didn't you? Didn't you win one the other day? If you won one the other day, I already mailed it. I don't wait. There's no delay on shipping now. We get the order, we ship it right away. There's absolutely no delay. There's no delay anymore. So if you guys would go to my website, deletelaws.com, I want you to get this printed trifold that I make in Los Angeles. That's badass. That's what I want you to get. But you can get the digital one you print yourself. Go to deletelaws.com and I'll send you in the mail this 5A cop card for free. I'm pretty sure, Larcia, didn't I say that you won the other day? If I said that you won the other day, it can take up to a week for the mail because of the holiday season.
Ever living guts is there.
Yeah. I got on work shoes, but still, you know what I'm saying?
Stop joking around with the cops. They hate you. They hate your ever living guts as they're smiling on you and giving you compliments. Oh, I understand. Oh man, my daughter got sick the other day too. They hate you while they're saying it. It's so like if you're into the spirit realm or whatever, it's demonic, man.
Yep.
They will appear as an angel of light, as your best friend, as your confidant, as your buddy. They'll get you to, all they're doing is trying to get you to drop your barrier. And then once it gets low enough, boom, the Death Star turns on the tractor beam, and then there's nothing you can do.
Nothing.
Now you're caught in their vortex of evil.
Does she need rescue? You want me to get an ambulance to come look at her?
Got you, Greg.
If she pregnant.
I mean, we can get an ambulance to come look at her.
So this been by what, two days, not maybe 3. So, but would the ambulance give her a person chance?
Just wait. There's more.
Take her to the hospital for that. They'll do blood
There's
work and
more.
stuff like that. But I mean, that'd be her call.
So I don't want to keep throwing up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, yeah.
I know with the.
She's saying she had head
Yeah,
trauma.
that's why I immediately pulled over when she was like, "Finna throw up again." I'm like,
but do you want me to start rescuing for her?
"You want to rescue her?" I'm trying to get her to hydrate. You want the pity light? Cause you throwing up, you losing fluids, babe. Yo, go with me on this one, please.
I mean,
she's losing fluids, so you got to put the fluids back in there. Yeah, I don't want you to throw it up too. I gotta give you Gatorade.
Right.
Horrible.
But yeah, that's all it is, man. It's just, hey, like, you know, who are you? You know, this is who I am. We always identify who we are, right?
Got you, Jonathan. Got you, Jonathan.
You're officers. You're police officers.
Jonathan, you got a 5A cop card coming in the mail to Arlington,
Cops
Texas.
Do not, because I don't think they have the capacity. They don't understand the difference between a public servant and a private individual. They don't understand the difference between private property and public property. I think they're intentionally going out of their way to not understand it. Well, I got to identify myself to, yeah, you're a public servant. You get funds from the American tax cattle.
Yes.
You bleed us and you parasitically live off of us, and you're obligated to give us your ID. I, on the other hand, you have a duty. I have no duty.
Right.
I have no obligation to you. I am the master. You are the servant. Why are you hassling me?
But see, I'm
just a good old boy.
Person. I just like to keep my business to myself. Nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? Just that I don't like my name ran through a system. Dog. I just don't.
I understand. But at the same time, you understand we have a job to do too. Right?
Yes.
We got a job. Just doing my job.
So are you going to identify yourself or not?
Here we go. Here we go.
All right.
Boom. Hands on. Hands on. All that joking around you just did, all that divulging of information, all that laughing, all that spilling of your guts about this horrendous thing that's happening with the staples in the head, and you're throwing up, and you got sick off of McFlurry out the didn't matter, did it? All that talking, all that jabbering didn't matter. You thought he was a good guy. Hey, I legit really appreciate him. Do you appreciate him now?
No.
Do you appreciate him now? Now the mask has totally slipped. Now they're not operating on the plane of deception. Now you see who they are. The fangs came out, the claws
Yep.
retracted, the mask slipped.
Yep.
You know who they are. Here we go. Hands on.
Can I have money so I can give it to your mom?
Okay, there's a part 3. Let's go over this. This is interesting. This is still educational. If you guys want me to keep going, put a 1 in the room. I'll just keep going. If I see a lot of 2s and you're like, no, shut up. I don't need to see any more of this. I think this is informational. I think it's instructive. I think every American needs to see this so they can learn to zip their freaking lip, get out their dang cameras, start recording these public tyrants.
Right.
And invoke your Fifth Amendment right. One thing a cop absolutely cannot stand is for you to be quiet. It makes them so uncomfortable. If anything, that'll make for some great footage. And if you need to, post some bail, just upload that video. It'll get tons of views because cops cannot stand it when you don't interact with them. They can't stand it. You got to talk. You need to talk to us. I'm lonely. I need somebody to talk to.
And they all the bigger the pig, they talk like that.
I'm out with you.
Uh-oh, here we go.
I'm out with you.
Out with you. I've seen you drive this vehicle. I'm out with you. Did you pull me over? I'm behind you. Did you pull me over? I got behind you for. Did you pull me over for a traffic stop? Suspicious vehicle. Did you pull me over? A traffic stop.
That was nice.
Suspicious vehicle. So you pulled me over because there was a traffic infraction. I broke the law. Did I break the law?
No.
You already know the answer to that. He said you didn't break the law.
I've only got to go like 2 miles up the road.
Here we go.
And I'm going to go to where my dogs are and feed my dogs.
Okay.
I know you guys don't want me talking, but I got to say this. So if the rule is don't talk to police, it is don't talk to police times 100 when you are now separated. Because now they want to get different stories so they can write in the report, well, she said this and he said this. Shut up.
Thank you.
If you're just jumping the driver's seat, just hang out with me real quick.
Yes,
Make
sir.
sure that, So is he always like this? Does he not want to just...
Yeah.
Does he always stand up for his rights? Is that what he does? Does he always stand up for his rights? Is that what he does? I mean, we've seen how many thousands of videos on this channel where you talking or the person that we're watching talking, Brian is screaming, shut up. I'm screaming, shut up. The audience is screaming, shut up. V. Boyer shipped off your 5A cop card yesterday, V. Boyer. Everybody's screaming to shut up, and the person on the camera is still talking. Why are you talking? His goal is to arrest you, impound your car, and steal your money. He wants to take your money, Lebowski. His whole dream is that he gets a civil asset forfeiture and the department gets 100,000 or 200,000 or gets to take your car or your boat or your small plane that you worked your whole life to be able to afford. A guy up in Massachusetts, they took his helicopter. They'll take anything they can take from you. All you have to do is talk. That's all you have to do is talk. That's what is going on. My friend V. Boyer is here. What's going on, V. Boyer? Looking fly, lady. Looking fly. Looking fly. Listen, you have to have the Trifold. You invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And if anybody gets a Trifold today, if you get a Trifold from my website, I will send you a Fifth Amendment cop card for free. I keep calling it a 5A. This is a Fifth Amendment cop card I'll send to you for free. I got 300 today from the factory. They look just like this. They look just like a credit card. If you purchase anything from my website, I will give you the Fifth Amendment cop card in the mail for free, just like I mailed off V. Boyer's just yesterday. I mailed off her free 5A cop card. She ordered something from my website. I checked the order. Boom, I sent her the free 5A cop card. There's no delay on shipping anymore. We ship same day. They were shipping once a week at the factory. Oh my God. Oh my God. So it just, we had to have that meeting this morning, and my factory is great, but we had to have that meeting. Rourke, you won that. I got the 5A cop card coming to you today as well. Thank you for coming. I'm giving away 50 of these today because I picked up 300 from the factory. These don't do me any good sitting in a freaking box. They do good if I give it to you and you give it to your brother for Christmas. That's how it works. I'm sharing in the wealth with you. You buy a $9 product, that just covers my costs. Who cares? At least you get it. At least you get it. Oh, I could autograph them. You're right. I didn't even think about that. I could sign them. Maybe I'll do an auction or something, try to raise some money for charity. I got some body cam footage I want to buy, and it's $504. I haven't pulled the trigger yet because it's $504, but there's some body cam footage that I want to purchase from an arrest that went viral this year. And I want to purchase that body cam footage, $504. That's what the pigs are charging me to get the body cam footage. And my buddy Nick has done all the legwork on this. So I want to thank my buddy Nick for doing all the legwork. $504. So anyway, go to my website right now. Get a Trifold in your car right now because you get the 5A cop card for free. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy?
If you're just jumping the driver's seat, just hang out real quick. Make sure that, you know. So is he always like this? Does he not want to just?
He always stands up for his rights. Does he always do that?
You know, the little videos they have on Facebook and TikTok about the auditing and the amendments, and he's just big on that. So that's
well, and that's everybody's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So he's just that's his thing.
You know what I'm
Everywhere,
saying?
That's what he's always been. You know, he's always told me to. You know, passenger side, you don't have to identify. Just, you know, it's
But
always.
you know, by law, you have to do it.
No, you don't.
Yes, sir.
No, you
That's all
don't.
he had to do. We could have avoided it.
Yes, sir.
You are
I
such
understand.
a
Like, I
liar, dude.
apologize.
You know what I hear when I hear people say by law, by psychopathic parasitic edict, you have to do it. Oh, really? Oh, so you're working for the parasites and the psychopaths. Oh, I see. Because that's what the law enforcement class is doing. By law. My politicians wrote it down, and I'm just doing my job. I didn't write the laws. I'm just out here to enforce them. What are they? Immoral, order following, power drunk psychopaths.
Everything.
Okay, I'm gonna ask another question. I want you to be honest with me.
Here we go.
Have y'all been smoking in this vehicle?
No, not from here. Like maybe in Florida when we were in Florida.
So,
He has a medical card.
Dude,
okay,
dude.
It's not no good here, okay?
Yes, I know.
Is there any marijuana in this vehicle?
No, sir.
Okay. So, we can smell it coming out the vehicle.
Okay, well, there's nothing in there. No, sir. I assure you, like, I don't travel with anything. I won't do that. I'm not going to do that.
So you should be 10, 15.
If you were going to talk to him, oh, you smelled marijuana. According to Commonwealth versus Barr 2021, odor is not probable cause. Look at that right there.
Right there.
So
on
why
the
don't you go ahead and
Trifold.
take this, officer, put it in
Right
your pipe
there.
and smoke it. But you wouldn't have said that because you've already invoked your Fifth Amendment right to be silent.
That's right.
Dumb,
Exactly.
dumb,
Like, I even
dumb,
said
dumb.
who I was. Like, I don't, you know, I have no reason. to
Craig
lie,
got
so-
you.
Okay, so, all right. Brandon, you want to do?
Wyatt. Wyatt in Wisconsin. Got you. Coming in the mail, brother. Coming in the mail.
Anyway, they see you as liars. They see you as guilty. They see
Jonathan?
you as a criminal. That is how they see you. That's the end of this. That was a 3-part. How do you think they did? I think they did horrible. Get out your camera. Get out your Trifold. Get out your 5A cop card or whatever.
Yes.
Invoke your right to be silent and then be silent.
Yes.
That's it. I will end with a quote by Samuel Adams that I love because it is so freaking true. And you tell me if you think it's false. No person will tamely surrender their liberties, nor can any be easily subdued when knowledge is preserved and virtue is extended. On the contrary, when people are universally ignorant and debauched in their manners, they will sink under their own weight without the aid of foreign invaders, without the aid of the American police force, without the aid of tyrants. You're doing it yourself. Why? Because you lost your virtue and you didn't have knowledge. When people are universally ignorant and debauched in their manners, they will sink under their own weight. And that's what you saw here. You saw Jonathan Williams, and God bless his soul. I'm not saying that he's a bad guy or anything. I'm just saying he's ignorant. I'm not saying he's stupid. I'm saying he's ignorant. He's not aware of the cardinal rule when you're engaging with the law enforcement. Number one, your life is is hanging in the balance.
That's exactly
Because
correct.
this guy's a psychopath. This guy literally thinks he has more rights than you. He literally thinks he can take your property and do to you whatever he wants and not feel any kind of consequences for that.
Yes.
Number two, grab your camera, grab your portable courtroom, your portable judge, your portable jury, and show them that you are standing on the moral high ground. And this sucker, this bad sucker before you, is trying to violate not only your rights, but everybody who's sitting on the jury. And then invoke your right to be silent, because we already know from Salinas versus Texas that you don't have that right unless you specifically, clearly, unambiguously invoke it. I've got the link for this in the description, and people are like, man, that's so expensive. If you genuinely can't afford it, everything will be supplied to you for free.
Exactly. There is no barrier to entry. You don't have to have $30 to get my products. I want to address something real quick. Remember, we had a little order snafu between November 1st and November 12th or so. So if you're in that batch of orders, it was a little delay. It just got shipped in the past few days. It takes right now with the holiday season 5 or 6 days. As you guys know, I ship hundreds of these, and so I don't miss. If you ordered a hard print copy like Brian's showing you there, I don't miss. And then you just contact me and I don't miss. And then the person who just contacted me, you also have got a 5A COP card coming in the mail for you right now. I'm trying to find your email right here. This is Andrew in New York. Andrew, let's go with Andrew Chestnut, and then you'll know who you are, Andrew Chestnut, but nobody else will know who you are with those 2 keywords. Yeah, you got your trifold coming in the mail, and Andrew Chestnut, even though that's not really his last name, he'll know what I'm saying. I'm mailing you the 5A COP card right now, brother. I'm taking it. When you hear this, that's me taking a screenshot. So I can then drag your address over to the envelope without me. You typed it in. That way I didn't mess it up. And then I take a picture of the envelope and I ship it off to you. I'm just one man. You guys, I'm just one person, but I literally am doing everything I possibly can to make a living, to help people, to be a leader, to teach constitutional law, to show you guys the ins and the outs of what you can and can't do when you deal with these jackboot thug pigs. I'm just one person. The factory did have a little snafu the first 2 weeks of November. Can you see? I mean, it makes your lips, you just want to, it's just so frustrating. But at the same time, all I can do is just be transparent with y'all. And remember, there's thousands and thousands of people who watch me. And so, it's coming. I'm sorry it was a delay. It was not my fault, but it is my fault. It's all my fault. And so I take full responsibility. And what I'm going to do for Andrew, and we're going to call him Andrew Chestnut again. It'll take Andrew. So when I mail this 5A COP card to you, because you're all the way in New York, it's going to take at least 5 or 6 days to get there because of the holiday traffic, because of what's going on with Christmas and Thanksgiving and stuff like that, as you guys know. So I'm going to show you guys something here now. And this is, thanks, Brian, for showing us. And let me finish what he's going to say here.
If you can't afford it, then pay it forward for those who can't. It's as simple as that. But knowledge is power. Schoolhouse Rock was right. Knowledge is power. And if you remain in ignorance, if you don't stand on morality and virtue, which the cops are absolutely not doing, then you will sink under your own weight without the aid of foreign invaders. And I am telling you, we have domestic and foreign invaders, but we're more at risk from the domestic LEO, law enforcement organization terror cell, than we are from any Al-Qaeda individual who wants to strap a to their chest and walk into an airport.
Could you imagine doing that?
Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button right now. There's 648 people. Can we get up to 500 likes before we end this video? Can we get up to 500
probably
likes?
Not,
Just
Brian,
hit the like
because
button.
we got to keep going. We got to keep teaching people. So this woman, what she's going to do is she has a concealed carry, or she has a concealed license, or she has a strap on her, and she's going to, you guys, I'm so sorry for the snafu at my factory. Believe me, man, pretty much. So if I wasn't going to follow through, I would pretty much just be destroying my own reputation and my own name, and I wouldn't be able to show my face by Christmas time. So if you think I have any kind of morals or integrity or ethics, then please forgive me for the snafu at my factory. It's totally my own fault, and I apologize for the delay. And that's all I can really do. And then remember, add 5 or 6 days if you're on the East Coast. We ship from Los Angeles. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, now let's get into this one. I'll just tell you guys. I went to the factory this morning, and I was, I'm a fiery person, but when I deal with people in business, I tend to, when I get really mad, I calm my voice down like this and I say, hey, what's going on? And then they showed me what happened at the factory today. They showed me the computer. They showed me all the things. And I was like, okay. All I can do is just be myself and just keep going and just keep going because, you know, I have to just do it the right way. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I got my red glasses too. I'm just going to save them for when I go onto the streets and I'm auditing and stuff like that. You know, behind the camera here, I'm just going to try to be a little bit, I mean, maybe I'll change them tomorrow.
Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it. Just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm. So if you reach for it, we have issues.
Yes.
Okay. Don't ever reach for it. Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Did you see that? Watch
Is that
her.
a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it.
Oh my God. Okay. So when I went to the factory today, I got a bunch of rubber bands so that I could send them off to people. This goes over your visor, and then your trifold goes inside your visor. Your hands go at touchdown position. If you have a firearm on you, you do not reach for the firearm. You go to touchdown position here. See how my elbows make a left frame, right frame? This makes the touchdown position. This is what you do. Just like this. This is how it works. You do all the filming and everything like this. This fat ass broccoli wad rubber band, the reason I went to the factory and I got a bunch of these is because there's people who told me that they don't have rubber bands. And so I'm going to mail these to about 36 people. That's what I'm going to do. So you have a rubber band for your visor now, and you can't say you don't have one because you don't reach inside your jacket. Your hands are full. You have the trifold and your identification and your insurance and your registration in your left hand. In your right hand is the phone. If he says, what's the bulge in your jacket? You say, my hand, I don't answer any questions because I pled the Fifth Amendment right not to answer questions. That's it. From there, he's going to say, step out of the car. On the trifold, it says, if he asks you to step out of the car while filming, gently open the door, step out, keep filming, invoke your Fifth Amendment right. Don't say anything else. If you have a firearm in your upper pocket, he's going to take it anyway. You're not going to stop that. You can't. It's not what I agree with, but that's just the simple fact. Okay? Ed, you are a funny guy. You are a funny guy. You're hilarious, Ed. This is how everything goes. Okay. This is how everything goes. And if you have a firearm or a stick or a knife or anything else, this is how it goes. This is the way it goes. Just like this. Okay. All righty.
Just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm. So if you reach for it, we have issues.
Yes.
Okay. Don't ever reach for it. Okay.
So this is a frauditors channel that people who hate auditors, one of my personal trolls, but I don't care. What I want to do is I want to show people what you do and what you don't do when you get pulled over so that you don't get killed. I don't give a damn.
Another right to travel fail and arrest with no billing.
I'm Officer Kennedy, Myrtle Creek Police earlier in our conversation being recorded. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Reason for the stop today is the unregistered tags are expired. Do you have your license on now? Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it. Just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm. So if you reach for it, we have issues.
Yes.
Okay. Don't ever reach for it. Okay.
Wow. He asks if she has a firearm, and the first thing she does is reach for it when he tells her not to. I'm from the UK, and even I know that's one of the dumbest moves you can make.
Okay. Will you do me a favor? I'd like to remove that from you.
I would rather remove it myself.
Okay, you're not going to do that. You're not going to put a firearm in
Sir,
it. Okay,
I'm-
so just hear me out.
I am
Stop
not-
talking. Just let me explain, okay? It's for my safety. I don't mean any harm to you.
Excuse me, but it's about my safety.
Okay, I'm not going to hurt you, nor am I putting off an intimidating
Well, I'm not
just
going to
listen.
hurt you.
This is what I would like to do, okay? All I would like you to do is cross your fingers like this, put your hand on your head, and I'd like to just grab and take it out. I'm not going to seize
No,
it
I
or
do
anything
not
like
want my weapon outside of my vehicle.
Where's your ID?
I do not want my weapon outside of the vehicle.
Where is your
I am
ID?
willing to put my weapon on the dash so that you can clearly
Do not
see it.
touch that gun.
Fine.
Okay.
Then it'll
I'll
see
tell you
where
what.
it's at.
Put the paperwork on the dash for me. Put the paperwork on the dash.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to, and it's a lawful order. Put the paperwork on the dash now, and put your hands on the steering wheel and don't move them. Okay? You're being confrontational. You have a firearm. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to get your name, date of birth, and I'm going to continue my traffic stop. Do you understand that?
I think I'll just plead the fifth.
That's fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your ID is?
No, sir. You told me to put my
I
hands
did,
on the
but
steering
you
wheel.
told me you were going to plead the fifth, which means you're not going to talk anymore. If you're not going to talk, you can't tell me your name and your date of birth. Does that make sense?
Well, it does make sense, but she's not going to let a little thing like common sense creep into this traffic stop now, is she? You know?
This paperwork.
Let me see something. Let me see something.
Okay, where's your identification at? Just turn it on. Interaction with
My gun
police.
is
You
still
have to
not on my
set your
dash.
personal.
It would have been easier
Okay, let's watch.
Well, that's fine.
Let's watch
Once I
this
get
whole
this done, we'll
thing.
move on.
to allow you. There.
We're gonna watch. We're gonna watch this whole thing from the beginning, properly, without some troll trying to narrate. Okay, so here's the very first step. When he walks up and he walks up to this woman, look where her hands are. What a huge mistake. The mistake of leaving your hands down like that could here's what I'm going to do. I want you to understand this. I want to explain it. You can't have your hands down low. Okay? You can't have your hands like that.
So Kennedy, remember quickly say earlier.
Okay, she has one hand up, but the phone is in her hand and her left hand is below the door. And these jackboot thug pigs are scared of you. They're terrified of you. If you leave them like that, they will kill you. If you give them a chance to shoot you, they most certainly will. It's 100%. It is 100%. They will kill you. Do you understand? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand that if your hands are down low, they very well could kill you. It's not a joke. It's not ha-ha funny. It's not some troll channel. It's real. Put a 1 in the chat if you desperately understand that, because we have to change this jackboot thug pig system.
Our conversation being recorded, okay?
Yes, it is.
The reason for the stop today is that I noticed your tags are expired. Do you have your license on now? Is that a firearm under your jacket? Don't reach for it. Just answer it. I don't know. I'm asking if it's a firearm. So if you reach for it, we have issues.
It is.
Okay, don't ever reach for it. Okay. Will you do me a favor? I'd like to remove that from you.
I would rather remove it myself.
Okay,
than
you're not
place
going to
it
do
on
that. You're not going to put a firearm in.
Sir,
Okay,
I'm-
so just hear me out.
I am
Stop
not-
talking. Just let me explain, okay? It's for my safety. I don't mean any harm to you.
Excuse me, but it's about my safety.
Okay,
Right.
I'm not going to hurt you, nor am I putting off an
Well,
intimidating
I'm not
just
going to
listen.
hurt you.
This is what I would like to do, okay?
Right.
All I would like you to do is cross your fingers like this, put your hand on your head, and I'd like to just grab and take it out. I'm not going to seize
No,
it
I
or anything
do not
like that.
want my weapon outside of my vehicle.
Where's your ID?
I do not want my weapon outside of the vehicle.
Where is your
I am
ID?
willing to put my weapon on the dash so that you can clearly
Do not
see it.
touch that gun.
Fine.
Okay.
Then and it'll
I'll
say
tell you
where
what.
it's at.
Put the paperwork on the dash for me. Put the paperwork on the dash.
Why?
Because I'm telling you to, and it's a lawful order. Put the paperwork on the dash now and put your hands on the steering wheel and don't move them. Okay? You're being confrontational. You have a firearm. We're not going to play that game. I'm going to get your name, date of birth, and I'm going to continue my traffic stop. Do you understand that?
Your traffic stop. This is her freedom, bro. Kenneth, I got you, man.
That's fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your ID is?
Did you just hear what he said? Listen to what he says here. Listen carefully.
That's fine.
I think I just plead the fifth.
Fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID.
What? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I want to be clear with what she says and what he says.
Understand that. That's fine. I recommend that. Well, if you're not going to plead the fifth, you're going to need to present me with an ID. Can you point to where your ID is?
No, sir. You told me to put my hands on the steering wheel.
But you told me you were going to plead the fifth, which means you're not going to talk anymore. If you're not going to talk, you can't tell me your name and your date of birth. Does that make sense? So will you tell me your name and date of birth?
Not until I present this paperwork.
Okay. 3216. Can I get another unit? I'm going to get my chief down here for you.
Okay.
Keep your hands right where they're at.
I will keep them there as long as I can.
Okay.
Yes, Philip. Yes, Philip in Florida.
You need to remain there and your hand needs to stay away.
Yes, Philip in Florida. I got it. And I'm shipping you your 5A cop card as soon as this is over.
And I already told you, I will keep them there as long as I can. This is not exactly a comfortable position.
Not yet. Female's verbally uncooperative.
I am not uncooperative.
How's she not cooperating? She doesn't want to give up her firearm. And she's sitting in the car with her hands on the steering wheel at 10 and 2. He said, don't reach for her firearm. And she didn't. She pulled her hand back. How is she not cooperating? Because she doesn't like being pulled over by pigs?
I am simply.
Let me announce 3 people. Bradley in PA, you got a 5A cop card coming. Kenneth K in Wisconsin, you got a 5A cop card coming. Philip in Florida. Yes, Philip, I read your note. Exactly. I got you. You got a 5A cop card coming and a Trifold. Just wanted to make those announcements.
Answering you without lying.
Not at this time.
See, you guys always do that. You guys always make something up that isn't there.
What did I make up today, ma'am?
You're saying I'm being confrontational. I'm not being confrontational.
Okay, maybe let me use a different word. Argumentative.
Well, maybe argumentative, but I'd say so are you, because you're not getting everything you want exactly when you want it.
Yeah, because I gotta survive every contact.
Oh,
I'm gonna get what I want.
You hear what he just said? It's about officer safety. He's got to survive every contact.
When there's a firearm involved.
You know what?
It's gonna happen.
I'm sorry, but it's the police that have proved themselves to be unreliable.
Wow, she's nailing it. Check your email, everybody. I just sent off a bunch of free things to people too.
Oh yeah? Have you ever met me before?
Yes, I have.
You've met me. Where did you meet me?
Matter of fact, really doesn't matter.
He's pulled her over before and he can't remember all the people he pulls over to harass.
Okay, so you haven't met me, so therefore you have no idea whether I'm reliable.
Well, now she's lying.
All I know is you're wearing a monkey suit.
A monkey suit? I believe it's a police uniform and a badge.
Monkey suit.
But that's fine. I get what you're trying to do. You're mad at the badge, not at me. I'm just trying to go home every day.
I don't trust the badge.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I hate to stop this so much, but no. She's not mad at authority. She's mad that you jackboot thug pigs have created policies, procedures, and protocols that are barbaric, inhumane, and brutal. She's mad about the torture cuffs. She's mad about the oppression. She's mad she's pulled over right now when there's no victim. That's what she's mad about. She's mad that the Fourth Amendment's been turned over on its head by the black robe tyrants on the Supreme Court, and that you, jackboot thug pig, have no problem just following whatever policies and procedures were created by the government when you are a free American human being. No, I'm sorry. You're a jackboot thug pig, and you should not be enforcing tyrannical law that is completely against our Constitution. And that's what she's mad about. That's what she's mad about. She's not mad at the badge, bro. She's mad at you. That's what she's mad about. And let me ask you a question real quick. You think he's going to let her jump on the phone with her lawyer? Do you guys think that? Put a 1 in the chat if you know for a fact that she's not going to be able to be operating her phone, calling her lawyer during this call. Just put a 1 in the chat if you know for a fact that she's not going to be able to have her lawyer on the phone and the pig is not going to take a call from her lawyer. I'm just wondering how many people know that that's true. How many people know that that's true? Just wondering how many people. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that for a fact. I know it for a fact. So don't say she's mad at the badge. She's mad at you for being the pig that you are, my friend.
You don't have to trust me, but not that I don't trust you. I can't trust you because I don't know you. Okay, I stop hundreds, possibly thousands of people every year.
Right.
I have to survive each of those contacts for a duration of 25 years. Okay?
I understand that.
I know how to do that, and I know how I want people to react if they do have a firearm. And so that's what I go off of. Okay.
And I was willing to compromise with you, but you're not willing to compromise. You want it
what
your
is the
way.
compromise?
I am willing to put it on the dash, or even to allow you to put it on the dash. I would
like to do that.
Willing to allow you to remove it from my vehicle.
Okay. I can work with you on that a little bit. If I'm going to put it on your dash, I'm going to unload it first.
That's fine.
Okay. Will you put your hands on your head with your fingers crossed so I can remove it from you? Thank you. I appreciate that.
Check your
Any
email.
other firearms with you?
No. Okay. Can I put my hands down now?
Yes, ma'am. If you could keep them at least visible, that would be wonderful.
Look how scared he is,
Then
people.
Going over this paperwork with me that you're going to thoroughly disagree with me on anyway.
I'm not saying I'm going to disagree with you. It may be legitimate, okay?
It is legitimate.
Okay.
I've done
Well, that's
my
fine.
research on my own.
Once I get this done, we'll move on with the rest of the stuff.
It's been a lot easier, but still.
You don't get to decide how things go. Okay.
Wow, what a pig.
I'm all about respecting you and trying to work with you.
You are not about respecting her. Shut your mouth, liar.
I was trying to be helpful.
You were not. I was asking you to do something and you were refusing to.
I was talking about with getting the bullets out of the gun. I was just trying. It would have been easier and faster to get the bullets out if you'd have pushed the release.
Okay.
That's all I was trying to say.
She knows how to work her gun better than he does, is what she's saying.
For that, I was giving you a lawful order and you were refusing to obey that. For personal feelings, I understand that. You did not prefer it that way. But there's times during a traffic stop or an interaction with police, you have to set your personal opinion or feelings aside to obey a lawful order.
To put my weapon on my dash.
Afterwards.
No.
Correct.
You
After I told you
to put my weapon.
Okay, we're gonna stop this. I'm gonna wait for the
dash.
chief. We'll go from there. I'm gonna put it on the dash now. You need to not reach for it, and I'm gonna put it on that side. Will you roll that window down?
I have to turn.
Just turn it to the on. Yeah, accelerator on. That's fine.
Christina in Louisiana, I just sent you everything I sent for free.
Actually, I'm gonna hold it here until the chief's here. Okay, where's your identification at?
So wait a second. He said he would put the gun on her dashboard once he took the bullets out. That's what he said, right?
I'm gonna hold it here until the chief's here.
So I guess it's not quite as honest as he said. It's pretty dishonest. He's pretty much lying, isn't he? He lied to her, didn't he? Put a 1 in the chat if this pig just lied to her. He said he would put her firearm on the dash, and then he just changed his mind. I'll put it in there with, what's she going to do with an empty gun? You have her magazine in your hand and her bullets.
Okay, where's your identification at?
She's reaching down. Look at her left arm. He doesn't know if she has 2 guns, and he's already said he's scared. His job is to survive the stop, is what he said.
Fine with me.
Right there, right here.
No,
He walks up. Watch her left hand. If you're a guy, if you're a male, especially if you're an alpha or sigma, and your hand goes.
Okay, where's your identification at?
Boom. Right there is where you get shot. Right there is where you die. Where you die. That's where you die. That's where you die. You think it's a joke. You think it's funny. It's not. It's real. Your license. I got a whole box of stuff. I'm giving all the stuff away today. I'm going to give away so many. Your license registration and proof of insurance goes up in your visor. How your license and your registration and your proof of identification all goes up in your visor that you put together in a plastic sleeve. Whether you laminated it like mine or you have a sleeve that everything comes in and out of it and then everything goes inside of your trifold, everything goes up in your visor above your head. Everything goes in your visor above your head. Your left hand, if you are a man, if you have a penis between your legs, your left hand never goes below your door. Never. Or I'm going to be sitting here crying as we watch your video because you're dead. I gave you this rubber band. I got a whole bag of rubber bands for people who've emailed me and said they don't have a rubber band. I'm going to mail them the rubber band. So the rubber band goes over your visor. Why do you think I got the whole bag of rubber bands? To send these to people who said they don't have a rubber band for their visor. So many people, because I talk about broccoli wad rubber band, so many people have emailed me and said, I don't got a broccoli wad rubber band. Okay, you will now, bro. I mailed it to you. I mailed it to you. No cost, no sale, no deal, no nothing. I sent you the broccoli wad rubber band. It goes above your visor. Your shit goes above your visor. Your hands never, ever, ever drop below the steering wheel, ever. Your hands never break touchdown position, ever. Never. Your hands never go below your steering wheel. Are we clear? Are we clear on this? Are we clear? Are we 100% clear? Your stuff goes in your visor with the broccoli wad rubber band that you bought or I gave to you. I keep on seeing people die, man. I keep on seeing people die. I keep seeing people dead. I keep seeing people who haven't been told. You know, I sent you the PDF. If you ordered anything from me, if you ever ordered anything from me, right? Thank you, Michael. Okay. Sorry. If you ever ordered anything or you contacted me during a live stream, I emailed you everything that I sell for free. It's in your inbox. If you didn't print off multiple of these and give these to all your friends and family and teach them what I'm teaching you, then if your cousin or your best friend or your lover is killed by the police because one of their hands went down below the door and one of those jackboot thug pigs who wasn't wearing a body cam was scared, Anthony Allegrini Jr., and you're dead and they're 18 years old and they had their whole life in front of them, what that does to me, you think that this little meltdown right here over that woman dropping her hand below the steering wheel. Well, when I watched Anthony Allegrini Jr. get shot, I cried for a week straight. I cried every day for a week straight, cried myself to sleep, woke up with my bags under my eyes. I mean, I'll be honest. I look great now because I'm fasting like crazy. I'm eating perfect. I'm no sugar, no caffeine, no dairy. I've been on it for a few weeks now. And so I know I'm looking good. I feel good about myself. I feel strong. I feel positive. I feel great. But if I emailed this to you and you didn't print it off and give it to your friends and family, why didn't you? I don't give them away for free so that you can just have it on your hard drive. I give it to you for free so that you'll print it out and give multiple to multiple friends, because I don't care if grifters want to steal my ideas. No cop is letting you call your lawyer. No cop is getting on the phone with your lawyer. That's not happening. This is not going to help you. An app won't help you, because then you have to turn off your phone and you have to stop recording the Jackboot Thug Pig. And the Hawthorne effect teaches us that when you film somebody, that they don't know that they change their entire behavior, that their entire structure of how their being will alter because they know they're being filmed. So if you have to be digging in your phone for an app, you're not doing this. Because me going like this and having a conversation with you is one thing. Me going like this and having a conversation with you is another. If I'm like this and I'm, and I'm thinking about whatever and I'm off in la la land like this, you might just turn the channel. Whereas if I'm looking right at you and my phone is pointed right at you, now you have to pay attention to me. The Hawthorne effect has taught us that when you point the camera at somebody, it changes their behavior. Their behavior is altered. That's why everything goes above in the visor with the trifold, just like that. Bang, boom, boom. If you get a trifold from me today, whether it be digital or it be the hard copy one, the badass one that I send you on indestructible paper from deletelaws.com that comes from Los Angeles, California, I'm going to send you a free 5A cop card in the mail. I'm going to actually mail it to you. I'm going to send this to you for free. I'm going to send you 2 of them. The 5A driver card and the 5A non-driver card. These are actual little credit cards, like little Visa cards, so that you have a step-by-step tutorial. Like I said to you, if I emailed you a PDF file of the trifold, it does us no good on your hard drive. If I have these in a box here and I haven't sold them, then what good are they doing me? What good are they doing you? They're not helping society. I'm not helping anybody. Whereas if I say, hey, mitigate the cost with me, order anything from my website, I'll send you the driver card and the non-driver card for free. Now you're splitting costs with me. I'm making a tiny bit of money, but you know what? You get the 5A cop card driver and non-driver in the mail from me. There's no delay on shipping anymore. We ship same day. So if you're waiting on something, it's shipped. No more delay. Big meeting at the factory this morning. No more delays. It ships same day now from now on. So this doesn't do you or me any good sitting in a box in my office. So if I have to split the cost with you, let's do it. Get the digital trifold for $9. Then you'll have the PDF. You print off multiple of these for Christmas. And then I send you the 5A driver card and non-driver in the mail for free. Now you can give this away or keep it in your wallet. But for the love of Jesus Christ, for the love of Muhammad, for the love of Buddha, your hands, I'm not going to get worked up again. Your hands don't go below the steering wheel. Your hands are at a touchdown position. This is how you live your life when you get pulled over by pigs, so that you live through this. You guys see something? The bags are gone, man. No caffeine, no dairy. Oh, God, that pisses me off.
I can just wait for you.
Fine with me. Ma'am, is there a reason you're being difficult?
We hate cops.
I'm trying to give you every opportunity.
We hate cops as well.
Quite honestly, I don't feel like repeating myself. And if I go through all this with you, then I have to go over it yet again with the chief.
Okay.
I don't feel like repeating myself.
Exactly. We don't like you.
So,
we don't trust you.
I am not refusing to identify. I am simply requesting that you take into account that there's more to it than maybe even what you know. I know you're an officer and you think you know all the laws. Sorry, but nobody knows all the laws.
I know a lot of them.
I would certainly hope not. I feel bad for anybody that has to.
Christina, check your email. Christina, check your email. Got you.
Chief, will you roll that window down for the chief so we can hear everything that's being said? So I have the firearm now. It's clear from her. So essentially approached. I know she had the firearm on her hip. Not a big deal. I asked her if it was a firearm that she'd point at it or tell me instead of reaching it. She reached for it. Anyway, I asked her to put her hands on her head so I could remove it from her and take it back to my vehicle to secure it during the rest of the stop because she's mildly argumentative. She refused to do that. We ended up coming to a compromise. She let me take it off her and unload it. So it's been a bit of a confrontation. I've asked her for a license multiple times. She said she wouldn't give it until you got here. So that's where we're at. So can I have your license?
I don't want to repeat myself.
Okay, can I have your license, please?
Ted, as you know, man, there's no barrier to entry, dude. I just sent you everything I sell for free, dude. It's in your email right now. You didn't have to pay a single dime, and I sent you everything I sell for free. You may have to print it off yourself, but I sent you everything. Print out that 5A cop card, get it laminated, print out the trifolds.
Just real quick, man. Just so you know, my name's Chief Bruce. I got my camera going too, so this recording.
Okay. I've got my camera recording as well.
Okay.
Now, as I told you before I relinquish my information, I am going to go over this paperwork.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay? Which, of course, is not in order.
Got a pig on both sides of her now. Lenny.
I promise this was in order when I put it.
KT. Yes, she has. Val, she's done every single thing he asked. Everything.
Oh, come on.
I don't know any reasonable pigs. Mikey's here. Hey, Mikey. Good to see you, buddy. I didn't see you earlier. Jim?
So, as you're asking me for my driver's license, I do want you to know that the right of the citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport his property thereon by horse-drawn carriage, wagon, or automobile is not a mere privilege which may be permitted or prohibited at will, but a common right which he has under his right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Right.
Under
Exactly.
this constitutional
Exactly correct.
guarantee, one may, therefore, under normal conditions, travel at his inclination along the public highways or in public places, and while conducting himself in an orderly and decent manner, neither interfering with nor disturbing another's rights. He will be protected, not only in his person, but in his safe conduct.
Exactly, Joy.
And I can give you where to find that if you would like.
And we don't need to. The U.S. Supreme Court has already squashed that. So
no, the U.S. Supreme Court has not.
Yes, they have. And you do have a right to travel. You have a right to travel by your feet or your horse, but you have to have a driver's license.
No, you do not.
Okay, we can argue this later. So you need to provide the option.
We can argue this later. I don't want to argue it later. I want to be left alone to travel.
For what crime?
Failed to carry and present a driver's license. It's a Class C misdemeanor in the state of Oregon.
Without a crime, it is not a failure.
So you have to let go of it. You have to
Why
present it to him.
Why do I have to let go?
Oh, don't show us your driver's license, dude.
Do you have a concealed handgun license with you?
No.
Okay. Do you have insurance for the vehicle?
Not required.
Okay.
Good. Whether you feel it's required or not, do you have insurance information? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you have registration information? Whether it's required in your opinion or not, do you have?
I don't know if it's here in the car or not.
Okay, so you just don't know. Okay, that's fine. I'll be back.
Exactly, Jen. Exactly. Exactly, Alarcia.
What do you mean?
Funny.
Yeah, it's in my pocket.
I don't know. I mean, Tyrant Hunter. That's how I am most of the time.
32, 160, 10, 20 by ODL.
And so if it's constitutionally sound, that's what it court's for.
Look at all the writing on his hand.
2642 left green.
I'm not sure what the purpose of this stop was. I just grabbed this video because I saw that someone's getting pulled over and she dropped her hands below the steering wheel.
At some point, I'm likely going to give this back to her, but I want to do that as quickly as possible. So I'm going to put it in this bag. That bag's full of water.
So far, I've only given away, I think, 13. I'm at 13 right now. We've only given away 13 of these Fifth Amendment cop cards today. 13. So if anybody orders anything from my website during the live stream right now, I'll check the orders on the back end and I'll mail you the 5A driver and non-driver cop card as soon as the live stream is over. I've only given away 13. I said I would give away 50. I don't get days where I get 50 orders. So that's why I said 50, because that would make it so that anybody who ordered anything from my site today would get a 5A cop card. I know that there's a lot of DLZ faithful in here who I did drawings all week, and I'll be okay 2 now. And then I would get emails from people and they would be like, Chille, I tried to get in, man. I thought I got in on time, but once I give my word, I'm not going to break it. So, you know, anybody who orders anything from my site right now, I got 300 5A driver and non-driver cop cards. There it is. I have 300 of these in my hand. I'm going to give away anybody. If you get anything from my website, you have to purchase one thing so that we're going to split the costs on this. And so I'll send you the 5A driver and non-driver cop card absolutely for free. I think there's only 13 people so far, 13 orders total today. That's fine. It's no big deal. But these don't do us any good sitting in a box in my office. They don't do us any good. No good at all. You know, cop asked to search the car while filming. If you give consent, you can revoke it by stating, I revoke consent, stop searching my auto. So number 4 on the driver card, if the cop asks to search your car while filming, you can give consent and then revoke it by stating, I revoke consent, stop searching my auto. 4th Amendment, 1991, Florida versus Gemino, you have the right to revoke consent. So this is kind of like a tongue-in-cheek, like, hey, here's how you do it. I'm not saying how to do it. I'm saying that if you give consent for search, you can then revoke consent to search. Do you see? You just have to be, you got to be up on the, you got to know Florida versus Gemino 1991 off the top of your head, but you don't have to know it because you have the driver 5A cop card and you have the real weapon, your camera. This is what makes it so the cop loses his qualified immunity in court for searching your car, or any evidence they find against you is excluded from the exclusionary rule from 1914 or fruit of the poisonous tree, 1961 case of Mapp versus Ohio.
So when I hand it back to her, and it's also on the thing, I'll put it all down in the mix and that was it in there. Once I give it back to her, well, she wouldn't. Yeah, theoretically, she'd have to remove it. So,
You give it back here?
yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put it in this bag with all the in there.
Who is she?
Suspended violation. I've never dealt with her before.
So she prevented you the driver's license?
You could just leave her alone. There's no victim of any crime. You could just leave her alone. Could you imagine that?
So she was cited and convicted on December 29th of 21 for driving while driving.
You could just leave her alone. I need to hear this. Let me see what you say to her. I want to see what she does, because what she does is what matters most to you and me. What these pigs collude together to do it against her isn't as important as what she does and says.
I see a bolt underneath her jacket, and I thought it was a knife at first. And then I was like, oh, it could be a gun. So I asked her.
It was under her jacket?
It's under her
So
jacket.
you couldn't see it?
Listen to him explaining away how...
Then she needs to be ripped. She doesn't have a concealed carry. And then you're not giving that back to her.
Okay. So I asked her to...
Then she needs to be ripped. She doesn't have a concealed carry.
Then she needs to be ripped, is what he said. You hear?
Then she needs to be ripped. She doesn't have
She needs to be ripped.
And then
Bunch of baboons falling all over each other. Who's this guy just sitting in the passenger seat?
You guys were, maybe she was getting gripey with you. That's about it.
Looks like a piece of shit to me.
Yeah, I think so.
what's the deal? Okay.
Here's the deal.
Because you're being placed under arrest for carrying a concealed firearm.
You're placing me under arrest for a concealed firearm.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask what led you to that decision?
Okay, well, you're carrying a concealed firearm, and that's a crime in Oregon.
Ma'am, do you recall I asked you
It's illegal for you to carry self-protection. Who did that to us? The Supreme Court did it to us.
that was a gun underneath your jacket?
And I said yes.
Okay, so by me not being able to tell whether it was a gun or not, it was not in open plain view. Right?
Let us explain why your rights don't count. You're allowed to use this. You're allowed for self-protection. It's recognized by God. Your God-given right is to self-protection. But the black robe tyrants have made it so that you have to have, I mean, it's just crazy. We're allowed to have guns. We are allowed to have guns for self-protection. She didn't threaten anybody. There's no victim. There's no crime.
Right? Okay. So it would have been concealed if I can't tell that it's a gun.
You could obviously see the butt of it.
If you got your sweatshirt covering that gun, it's concealed. An open carry is open carry. Nothing obstructing the firearm or the holster that it's in.
So had it been on the dash or like flat on the passenger seat,
or had it been on your side without a sweatshirt covering it, that's not concealed. But you have it under
So
clothing,
now
that's
you guys
concealed.
want to nitpick.
and additionally, it's also a crime to present me with a driver's license knowing that it's suspended. I see you were convicted of driving while suspended in December, late December of 2021, which was only a few months ago. Additionally, you haven't been reinstated at all since then. So there's a pretty good inclination that you knew you were suspended and knew that license was not valid. That's also a crime in the state of Oregon.
They've created a crime that if they decide that they're going to give you enough tickets or suspend your license, that it's a crime to have the license.
Making assumptions.
No, that's...
You're making assumptions.
Oh, as far as your knowledge
you're
of that?
Assuming whether I knew or did not know.
Right. I never said I knew for a fact. Okay. I'm not in your mind. I can't know that. But there's pretty good evidence to show that you likely knew. But additionally from that.
Who thinks they're going to drag her out in torture cuffs and throw her in a dungeon? How many people think they're going to drag her out? Put a 1 in the chat if you think they're going to drag her out and put her in a dungeon. You think they're going to do that? I think that's exactly what they're going to do.
For the concealed firearm, yes, you are under arrest. So we just need you to step out. We don't want it to be incident or anything. Just ask you to step out and face the panel up there for us, please.
Yeah. Subject yourself to being tortured, humiliated, degraded. Subject yourself to this, or we're just going to hurt you, beat you, and charge you with more crimes.
So maybe like I explained to you, this isn't the place to argue it. That just makes things worse.
Right. Just accept going to the dungeon. Accept the torture cuffs. Accept it. We've decided we're going to torture cuff you. You accept it. Accept that we're going to impound your car. Accept that you're going to be drug off to a dungeon. Your body's going to be held for ransom. Accept it.
That's why there's court.
Yeah, you guys looked for the most petty thing that you could to arrest me for.
Okay, well, we didn't.
Exactly.
And I'm willing to bet that in the process, you guys have got a whole lot of other things going on. So before we jump to that, I'd like to know what I was pulled over for.
I told you were stopped for expired tags. Okay. Additionally, the registered owner of the vehicle is suspended. It appeared to look similar to you based off the picture I pulled up before I stopped you. But in and of itself, I can stop you if the registered owner of the vehicle
Kansas versus Glover 2020.
was expensive. They're suspended, and the description would match. Additionally, you have a light housing on the back here that's broken. I didn't notify you that that's why I stopped you, because I was primarily just stopping.
Stuff 51. You didn't give me the right email address. I tried to send you everything for free. Stuff 51. I need your correct email address if you want the trifold for free, bro.
Stopping you for the tags. But I mean, we can point at things, but I don't want to nitpick with you. I don't want to argue with you. Okay, this is kind of what we're going to do. You're obviously very familiar with the courts. You referenced the Supreme Court earlier in the stop. Okay, so you know that that's the place to argue this stuff. So at this point, that's why you're under arrest. Okay, so we're going to ask that you step out. We don't want an argument with you. We don't want any altercation. So your car, so you were convicted of driving while suspended recently. So
you have no insurance on the vehicle.
You guys have no legal right to tell it.
Okay, again, you can argue that in court.
But I'm talking to you now.
Okay, this isn't the place for these arguments, okay, ma'am? So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and step out of the vehicle. And if you refuse to...
step out of the vehicle.
They say, first I'm going to ask you to step out. Then I'm going to tell you to step out. Then I'm going to force you out. Yeah, you and your guns and your backup. Try that without the badge, guns, and backups, buddy.
However, the U.S. Supreme Court has already ruled that a vehicle is a household effect.
Okay.
Therefore, you have no right to tow it.
Okay. Again, you can argue that in court. You can argue that. You can file lawsuits. You can do what you like.
So,
Okay.
in other words, what you're saying is that you don't
That's
care
fine. Get him on the camera.
that you are stomping all over
They're worried about getting him on camera. They're such cowards.
What I care about is
What I care about is decency and that my Fourth Amendment right is respected. Unless there's a victim, there's no crime. No warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation. No warrant shall issue but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation of the victim.
this is my job.
No, it's not your job. Your job is to uphold our rights, not to arrest people for victimless infractions of law.
Okay, I am educated. I'm informed. I get the training.
No, you're not. You're a dumb jackboot thug pig.
Laws and court rulings.
But that does not
Okay.
mean that you know all the laws.
Okay.
And that does not mean that you are kept up to date
Right.
on the U.S. Supreme Court's rulings.
Right. So I'm pretty kept up to date. And
No, you're not, dude. You're a moron.
again,
I've
if
done my
I'm wrong, I'll eat crow later.
No, dude. You're going to arrest her for now. Look, he's got the murder gloves on. Why do you got the murder gloves on, bro? Murder gloves. Put in the comment section. Murder gloves. Look at the murder gloves on. They all have their murder gloves on, don't they?
Okay, but this isn't the
Eating
place
crow
for it.
later is not going to help me.
Okay, well,
Exactly. She still has to be tortured and strip searched and put in a dungeon.
it might. So,
It won't.
ma'am, go ahead and step out of the
In the
vehicle. You are under
meantime,
arrest.
you guys are taking something that you have no legal right to take.
Again, not the place for the argument.
Right. Let us abuse you and torture you, and then you can argue with the black robe thugs later.
I have not even said that I'm going to tow it yet, but we need you to step out now so we can get you in custody safely, and then we'll go from there. So please face that way. Face that way and put your hands behind your back.
Don't put your keys in your pockets. Don't reach anywhere. She's also not a man. If you have a penis between your legs, you're much more likely to die.
Good.
Would you
Do
please
you need
be
2 sets of
gentle?
cuffs?
I have a right shoulder injury.
Okay.
so
Chief, will
please
you hold
be
this
gentle.
arm? We'll put 2 sets of cuffs on you.
And please,
We'll do our very best. I'm only let.
Oh, look at that. There's the torture cuff hinge cuffs.
and please,
See that hinge right there? Your hinge, your wrist, just so you know, when those hinge cuffs like that, okay, those hinge cuffs are not intended for humanity. Those hinge cuffs right there are intended only for officer safety. You see how there's a hinge? So when there's a hinge on them, just extrapolate the math in your head. This isn't difficult. You're looking at the hinge here. What happens is the hinge makes it so that the cuffs can't twist. So when they put the cuffs around, the torture cuffs around your wrists are now locked in this exact position. If your arms do this at all, you're in more torture. Do you see the hinges right there? Those are the hinge cuffs manufactured by the torture cuff company. And one of these days, I'm going to sue that torture cuff company. I'm going to change this. I'm going to change this. This is the whole reason why I give my 5A-COP card and my Trifolds away for free, because I don't want to see you go in those hinge cuffs. So you see that, I mean, you can all do the math, right? Do this. Okay, so this does this. It doesn't do this, does it? What do your wrists do? Your wrists do this. Your wrists don't just do this, do they? So if it's a hinge cuff, this is what you can do. If it's a hinge cuff, this is what you can do, right? But your wrists don't do that. Your arms do this. Your arms oscillate. You see that? Your wrists oscillate. You see how your wrists twist like that? Your wrists don't just do this. And so it's more torture for you. The cuffs are more secure. You're less likely to get out of those set of hinge torture cuffs than you are the torture cuffs that have a chain that twist. And run the parallel here. The Delaware colony created the slave torture cuffs for slavery. And back in the day when you were a slave, the longer the chain, the better slave you were. If you were allowed to have your torture cuffs that were often ironed to your metal shield on your body, if you could get your hand all the way up and drink water inside the torture cuff, then you were a good Kuta Kente. You were a good Kuta Kente. But if you were a bad Kunta Kinte, your hands wouldn't ching, ching. You want to get a drink of water, but you couldn't get a drink of water because the torture cuff was welded to your metal shield that goes around your neck as it's locked on your neck. And then like this. So this automatically, the hinge torture cuffs, these say that you are a bad Kunta Kinte. You are bad. Kunta Kinte bad. Chop off his foot. Kunta Kinte bad. Look, they're going further into medieval Neanderthal torture. How many people have seen the hinge cuffs? Why are they doing hinge cuffs? Well, the torture cuff companies have multi-billion-dollar contracts with the states and with the federal government. The torture cuff companies are a multi-billion-dollar corporation. That's why every time I say, let's get rid of torture cuffs, the conversation's a non-starter. We have contracts with the torture cuff companies where we pay them billions of dollars to create new and improved torture cuffs. You're looking at the improved torture cuffs there. Improved for officer safety, but not for your well-being. Your wrists don't just do this. Your wrists go in a full circle. Your arms are not stuck in a hinge like this. Your arms move all different directions. I just want to point this out so everybody knows. I think I'm still at 13. I'm still at 13. Let me check orders and see if anybody ordered anything. The last one was Ted, and Ted was free. I gave you everything for free, Ted. And then Victor, it says your order failed. Try it again, Victor. And then Richard, I do have two more. So Victor, thanks for your support, Richard. Or thanks for your support, Victor and Richard. I appreciate it. But thanks for your support, Victor. And how do I know that Victor is only purchasing products to support me? Because Victor already has my Trifolds and he already has my 5A-COP-CARDS. I know Victor because I filled out the envelope myself to mail you your 5A-COP card. Your order failed though, Victor. So, but I do appreciate your support. I'll mail you out. I'll mail you out another 5A-COP card, Victor. You support me, I support you, brother. There's the hinge tortures.
Yes, I'm only limited by these two cuffs.
Watch.
It'd be a little better if you were able to hold a little more still.
Oh, those have a chain. Oh, those don't have the hinge.
I'm sorry that I'm not standing still enough for you. I'm a little bit scared.
Okay. Let me check the tightness on this one.
You do have the right to make.
Look. Let me just show you something.
Let me check the tightness on this one.
Look. Those torture cuffs don't go around your wrist properly, and it's going to dig into the side of your arm. It's going to dig into the side of your wrist. That is not going on her properly, and you know it. That is not how your wrists are shaped. Look at that. That means one part of her wrist is digging into metal while the other part doesn't have any metal touching, meaning it's going to torture her.
Ma'am, you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be before the law. You have the right to remain silent or be questioned. Or to hire a lawyer or be appointed to represent you. I know it's best to understand those rights, man.
I'm gonna double lock these just so they don't tighten up anymore on you.
He's such a nice guy. Thank God for him. He's such a nice guy, you know. Richard, I'm sending you a free 5A-COP card as well, my friend. Richard in New York. So Richard, it's going to take at least 5 or 6 days to get there, bro.
The front of my car here.
Okay, I know you say you're pleading the fifth, but do you have someone who is a licensed, valid driver who can come take control of your vehicle within a reasonable amount of time, within the next 20 minutes or so?
Victor in the East Coast, it's going to take at least 6 days to get your 5A-COP card, brother.
Bryson.
It's across the country.
Okay. Are you still living at the Candyville address? It's on your license.
Don't answer that.
I'm only asking because I'm trying to think about how long it's going to take somebody.
Don't answer that.
Yes, I live in Candyville.
Okay. Would you like to call Bryson to see if he can come get your
I
vehicle?
would appreciate it.
Okay. Do you have a cell phone that I can bring out here? And
it's No, on the windshield.
Okay, can I grab that to bring that out here?
Yes,
for you?
you may.
All right.
Poor woman. There's no crime. She was just traveling.
And by the way, I do not consent to any searches or seizures.
No, it's too late. You're seized. She's been watching and she doesn't know it though. She doesn't understand what's happening.
That's totally fine.
So you obviously can't dial a phone with your hands behind your back. So would you like me to?
Okay, you're gonna have to scroll it to the scroll that, and then go to Messenger.
Oh, it's just horrible. I can't watch. I can't watch. I'm sorry. I can't watch. I can't watch. I can't watch. It's absolutely depressing. Hey, Launchpad, what's going on? How you doing? Good to see you, Father Fox. What's going on? Yeah, it's just sad to watch. You know, it's sad to watch. Check your email, everybody. I cleared the free list. Over 200 people today got free trifolds, got free 5A cards that I emailed to you for free. 14 people ordered stuff. 15 people got free 5A cards today. So that's how many people I'm sending off as soon as this live stream is over. I'll do every Saturday and Sunday. I'll do 50 cards on every Saturday and Sunday. So tomorrow, if you guys are here, I'll give away 50 cards tomorrow. I don't do 50 sales in a day. It's just not how it works. So, but I will do 50 cards tomorrow. Tell your friends if they have to be on the live stream. I'm not going to give away free 5A cards when I'm not live. So tomorrow I'll give away another 50 cards tomorrow. I was only able to give away 15 today. And that's people who are splitting costs with me as they purchase something from my website. I super appreciate it. I'm going to reach out to a couple people who contacted me during this live stream. I'm going to make sure everybody knows. I had a snafu at my factory. A couple weeks were messed up. And so I'm sorry, but my name, my reputation, and my face is on the line. I will not let you down. So we did catch the snafu today. We got it. We got the computer to work again. We got all the orders back up. So people who didn't get their stuff, they're going to get it this week. Looking forward to that. So anyway, I don't know if I can watch. Oh, you just got your trifold? Right on, Ryan. Right on. Yeah, there's, over the last month, we did, last 2 months, I guess, we did almost 100 trifolds. We did almost 100 printed trifolds over the last couple months. So that's a lot of trifolds, you know what I mean? And when you ship 100 products, there's going to be a couple that missed from the USPS. A couple people put their addresses wrong, but then, we had a mess up. So, so tomorrow the live will be about noon. If anybody comes tomorrow, I'm going to, like I said, pretty much anybody who orders anything tomorrow on Saturdays and Sundays. On Monday through Friday, I'm going to limit how many I give away because I only have 1,000 or something like that of these things. And so, yeah, that's what I'm going to do every Saturday and Sunday, though, is just try to give away as many as I possibly can. I would give them to everybody for free. I do give them for free. You get them an email for free. You always use print it out and get it laminated, but that's what I do. So tomorrow I'll give away as many as I possibly can. By ordering something from my site, we're splitting the cost effectively, somewhere in there. There's a fine line in the middle somewhere where I can make money and at the same time you guys can get products. And then the people who purchase stuff and you see me give things away for free, thank you for supplementing those who don't have any money. And there's so many who don't have any money. I did a poll the other day. I asked if you thought people were just, saw me as a nice guy and could get free stuff, or if people were just broke. The overwhelming answer in the comments is that people are just broke. I mean, that's the overwhelming answer. Yeah, the snafu was on Clown Patrol. I got my 5A cards, but the trifold didn't come though. That was the snafu in the system, is that it was only presenting us when people ordered a 5A cop card or a trifold, it would only send us one of the two things. So if you ordered something from me and you ordered more than one thing, the printed trifold wouldn't show up in the order. And so it screwed us up. And I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes, but all I can do is be a man of integrity and a man of my word and track down your order and make sure that you get it. And I will. And I really, really will. Yeah, but Clown Patrol got his 5A cards. Anybody else get their orders, let me know. Yeah, Leanne, but don't wait though, Leanne. You know, Leanne said she's broke, but she'll do what she can next month. Don't wait though, Leanne. Go to deletelaws.com, go to the inquiry form and put, hey, free Trifold. You know, and then if you come back later and donate or purchase one of my digital products, amazing. Thank you. But that's not the whole goal for me. The whole goal for me is to get a Trifold in every single car in America so that everybody's talking about, hey, look, your hands don't go below the steering wheel because cops are killing people. You know what I'm saying? People like F here, who chooses to remain anonymous, throws me $5 so that I can just keep doing what I'm doing. And as you guys know, I'm on a mother blessed mission. I'm on a mission, and watching people get beat up, get hurt, get tased, get shot, get drug off to the dungeon literally makes me angry. Watching people get cheated by these jackboot thug pigs, it destroys my heart. Watching it happen absolutely kills me. And so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm not even doing it for you. I'm doing it for me because I don't want to feel the hurt and the pain of watching you get arrested, watching you get killed. So everything I'm doing for me. Thomas Hobbes' philosophy on the nature of man says that all that men do is for themselves in every single way. So if we're going to go by Hobbes' philosophy, I'm doing it for me so that I don't have high blood pressure and have a big breakdown right here on camera as I'm watching you reach your hand down below the steering wheel. And there's a guy with a gun over the top of you who's told you 15 times he's scared. Well, F, I say that so that way if anybody says anything, they can say, you can say, hey, look, Chille already said he's doing it for himself. He's doing it so that his blood pressure doesn't rise. He's doing it so that he can live in an America where the cops aren't killing people. So it's all about my process and my journey. I don't want you to get killed by the cops so that I can enjoy my day today. I don't want you to get killed by cops so you don't F up my day, okay, bro? Don't you get beat up by the pigs, because if you do, you're going to screw my day up. What happened? Tommy got beat up real bad. Chille's mad. Tommy, you getting beat up is really going to get Chille upset. Right? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. Did anybody else? Let me check and see if anybody else got an order in during this live stream, because I want to make sure I give them a free 5A cop card. I want to just refresh the order page real quick and see if any, because I gave away 15 today. Holy snarling snake poops. Holy snarling snake poops. 2 more people. Vincent and Tom. Let me take screenshots of your addresses real quick while I got you here. So here's Tom's. Tom, didn't I mail you a free 5A cop card? I'm pretty sure I did. Tom, didn't I mail you one in Illinois? I think I mailed you one last week, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. And then Vincent also put an order in. Thanks a lot, Vincent. So now I'm giving away 17 today. Vincent in Oregon. Let me take a screenshot real quick of your address so I can copy and paste it and send you. There it is. I got you, Vincent. And then cool. So Vincent and Tom, and then Charles. Charles, I can't. I wish I could, dude. I already gave one to David today. Absolutely, because he said he gave some super chats at one time. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. He said though that he did. So what I will do though, Charles, for you is I will copy your email address right here, and then I'll go here. Tom, you have all my free stuff in the mail, right? Do you need me to email it to you again? If you do, Tom, and then Vincent, I haven't seen your order come through before, so I'm going to send you everything in the mail for free as well. So there goes out to Charles and to Vincent. I'll include Tom in the email just because I don't want Tom to think I'm slacking on my good deeds here. So this is Tom. I'm going to include you in this. There you go. There you go, Tom. Print these out. Make sure you guys print these out. Give these to family and friends. It is absolutely no skin off my back for you guys to take my product and print it off and give it to family and friends, and to teach your friends to get your driver's license, proof of insurance on a laminated card. It is no skin off my back. Oh, you did? Okay. Let me do that again. Yeah, I'm going to get you. Someone else said they just put an order in right now because they want the free 5A cop card, and that's perfectly fine. Let me just refresh my order page real quick. Let me see if it comes through here. Because after I get off this live, I'm going to take a break. I got you, JC. Oh, right on, JC. Thanks for your support, man. I appreciate that. God bless you, dude. God bless you. Okay, JC. Let me get a screenshot of this. JC in, let's say call you JC Auburn. JC Auburn is JC Auburn. Is that okay if I call you? Let me take a screenshot. There you go. I got you. And now let me copy that email address real quick. And then let me just forward this to you real quick. Here's everything. JC Auburn. Here's everything. Here it is. I'm sending you everything I sell for free right now. There it is. Okay, there it is, dude. And I got you the free 5A cop card coming in the mail. It's not going to ship till Monday, and you're in California, so we're only a few hours away from each other. I'm in California too, so you're going to get everything within the next day. The Trifold might take a few days, but not in California, not more than 5 days. So, you should make some of your one-liners that you use during the audits. I actually have sweatshirts coming out right now. It says Terry versus Ohio has to go on the front, and it says Team DLZ on the back. So I like this black hoodie that I get here in Los Angeles, really thick material. I mean, the hoodies that I have, I've actually given away every hoodie that I've ever had. So I had like 30 hoodies and I gave them away. I sold maybe 15 of them. And then I had 15 that I just gave away to people, some moderators, some different friends and stuff like that. So Dakota Wolf, what'd you say? What was he saying? Gloria, did you get your 5A cop card? Hey, but Dakota Wolf, what you can do, dude, is you can hit me with your email address and then I'll send you this trifold. You can print it out and then give it to your friends and family. You can also print out the 5A cop card, get it laminated, super cheap to do, and really great Christmas presents for people. So you try that, because that's a great Christmas present. I email it to you for free. You print out the trifold, you print out the 5A cop cards. Each person you'll spend less than $1 on to get the 5A cop cards laminated and get it printed up. It's less than $1. So you'll spend $1, and then in the envelope for Christmas, they get a trifold and they get 2 5A cop cards in the envelope, and you didn't spend any money because you're broke right now. Which, dude, I told you, I took the poll the other day. Everybody said, no, Chille, you're nice for sure, but everybody's broke. Everybody's broke. Everybody's broke. You know what I'm saying? It's like, someday if you make it, and someday if you make it, come back around and take care of other people, but until you make it, we're in it together, my brother. Manny said, I got all the free stuff and the 2 trifolds I ordered, just waiting on the 5A card I ordered. Thanks, Chille. Okay. Manny, the 5A card should be there. Lickety split. We shipped all those out, so they should be there, but you got the 2 trifolds you ordered and you got all the free stuff I emailed. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's my job now. Like, I feel like it's my responsibility to get these things into your, let me refresh the order page one more time and see if anybody ordered. I have JC Auburn. JC Auburn knows who he is. JC Auburn was the last order I had come in. And then I have, you guys won't let me get off this live. So I got, William, did I email you everything already? I may have already. But let me get screenshots of your names and your addresses so I can just drag and drop these on the envelope. So I've got WB in Florida, WB in Naples, Florida. I'm going to mail you a free 5A cop card. That's going to take 6 days. I'm going to mail it in the mail on Monday. And then WB in Naples, Florida. You'll get that. Let me copy your email address here so that you can get that. Okay, so there's that right there. WB, that's coming. I got you right there. And then the other one that just ordered just now was JO in Tuscola, Texas. JO in Tuscola, Texas. Right on, bro. Thanks for the support, dude. I appreciate that. God bless you, man. You bought something, and I'm so grateful for that. And now I'm going to mail you the 5A. And this is JO in Tuscolo, Florida. Last 3 digits, 824. Let me take a screenshot so I can just drag and drop your address onto the envelope. There it is. I got that right there. And now JO in Tuscola, Florida, or in Tuscola, Texas. Let me shoot you an email with everything else so you can print it out if you need to. Here's everything I sell for free. Print it out. And print the poster out, y'all. Print that poster out. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Oh, it didn't do it quite right. Let me do that one more time. Sorry for the delay, guys. I just want to make sure that anybody, if I make a deal, I want to keep the deal. Okay. There that is going out for Tuscola. You dirty son of a gun. Copy the email address. Don't you hate that when your computer doesn't do what you want? There, sent. Okay, those 3 people right there, I just sent you everything. So that would be JOWB. And now Susan. I refreshed my order page and I have, so now I started off where I was like, I want to give 50 of these cards away. And I was down to like 13 or 14. Now we're up to like 20. Up to 20 or 21 free cards that I'm sending off. Get these into your friends and family's hands. These do me and you and society no good sitting on my office in a box in my office. And I know everybody's hurting. So we're splitting costs. Susan, let me add you to the list. Susan. Got you, Susan. And so Susan's going to be in let's call it range line. Let's call Susan range line. Susan range line. You know who you are. Last 3 digits of your order is 825. You are getting the 5A cop card and non-driver card from me. Yep, you got it, Susan. I saw your note. It says free 5A cop card, please. You got it, Susan. You got it. Copy email address. Let me go over here. Let me forward this email to you with all the free stuff on it. Thank you so much. If you guys need anything for free, do not hesitate. Go to my website, deletelaws.com. Go to the inquiry form and just put free Trifold, free 5A cop card, whatever. I'm going to send you everything anyway. My ebook, my Trifold, the Racist Origins Against Control, the Mullen Commission, the 5A cop card driver and non-driver. I'm going to send you everything. There is no barrier to entry. I know that I need you guys to purchase something for me to be able to send these off for free, just because there is a hard cost that goes with them. And I got 300 today. I'm going to give away 50 more tomorrow. I'm going to give away 50 more tomorrow. So if anybody didn't get their order in today, whoops. You dirty son of a gun. There you go. So if you guys didn't get your order in today, Susan Rageline, I think that was I can't remember the last name now. But Susan, check your email. Let me get a screenshot. Make sure I can drag and drop your address over to the 5A cop card. Got it? Okay. Got it. Okay. I think I got everybody now. Let me close these extra tabs. Cool, 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 cool. I think I got everybody. Okay. Right on. Anybody else get the stuff in the mail? Halloween 24/7. Thanks for joining, man. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, you guys. I super appreciate the support. Vincent, 15820. Vincent, 15820. Let me check that real quick, Vincent. I think you may already be on the free list that I'm sending you a 5A cop card, but let me double check on that. Let me double check on that. Yeah, Vincent, 15820. I think I already announced your name. I'm going to take a screenshot of your name just to be double sure. Vincent, 15820. Got you. Yeah, I think this is you're in, the one in Oregon. Yes. Let me take a screenshot just so I can, even if I have multiple screenshots, that's okay, because then I can just ignore the second one. Got you, Vincent. And let me copy your email address and send this to you. Now, here's everything I sell for free, Vincent. Here's everything. Vincent, print these bad chickens out. Print out that poster. You know, if you guys print this poster up, if you guys have children or young people in your home, this poster is absolute gold for them. It's going to make them. So Vincent, I just sent you I just emailed you everything that I sell for free just now. Yeah, I sure did. Yeah, love you too. Love you too. Absolutely, KT. And KT, if that shirt is worn out, you let me know and I'll send you another one. Okay. I absolutely love you. And I'm so grateful that you're here every day and you come and you hang out, you know? Yeah. I mean, I just want to make sure everybody has the stuff in their car, you know, and I do make a living doing this. So I'm grateful that for people who do purchase things. So it's super cool. Michael Dolan, I appreciate it. Yeah, definitely print and share, Leanne. Print and share. Yeah, Edie, hey, how are you? How are you? I remember you. How are you? Where you been? I haven't seen you in a little while. Did you order a t-shirt? I think all t-shirts have been shipped. So, and all t-shirts have been shipped. If you ordered a t-shirt and you didn't get it, email me because all t-shirts have been shipped. If you did not get your t-shirt, Edya, I had your name correct last time you were in the room. I'm sorry if I'm messing it up this time. Reach out to me. Okay, go to delete laws and hit the inquiry form or EDYA Reigns. Let me just look it up. Is it R-A-I-N-E-S? Is that how I spell that? R-A-I-N-E-S. Right. Yep. Okay, let me see here. Shoot me your email address, Edya. Shoot me your email address. I got your mailing address, Victor. Yes, I'm going to send you the 5A COP cards. Victor, I sent you a 5A COP card last week. Did you get that yet? I know for a fact because I did the envelope myself. So did you get that yet? I want to make sure. Yeah, Dr. Donna, yours was shipped as well. I shipped your 5A COP card myself. So you have that in your mailbox. It should be there. It should be there this week at some time. Please do print and share everything that I do. Butch, you moved to Florida. Did you really? Butch, did you move to Florida? So Butch, the original I met him in Ironton, Ohio. 15146. 15146. I think that you're East Coast, Victor. 15146. Let me check on your order real quick. 15146. Edya, send me your 15146. Let me check on that for you, clown. I just want, since we're here right now and I'm at the end of the broadcast, let's just look at it real quick and see where it is. Okay. That's going to be G. Got you, G. Okay, G, I'm going to open this up. Oh, so G, the problem I had was from November 1st until November 12th or 13th. It didn't show, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, you got that trifold. Yeah, the 1st to the 13th or 14th, somewhere in there. From, let me copy your email address though, and just go like this real quick. And I'm going to copy this for you. Boom. I got you. And now let me shoot an email over to the factory right now. And let me go like this. I got you, G. I'm sending this to the factory right now. G, you'll be able to check your email in a second. And you will see, there it is. CC. $15146. Okay. There that is. Okay, cool. Let me refresh the order page one more time just to make sure I'm not going to miss anybody, because, you know, and I miss people. The reason why I did so many. You guys don't want me to get off this live stream, do you? JM, I'm sending you a free 5A COP card. JM. JM, here comes another 5A COP card. You can check your email order, GW. Check your email right now. I CC'd you, and you should be getting that. And then JM. Let me take a screenshot. JM. JM will call JM Kentucky. We'll call JM Kentucky. Let me take a screenshot of your name right here. I'm mailing you. There it is, JM. I got you captured. I'm going to send your email right now. And here in your email address, JM, is everything that I sell for free. Here it is right there. There it is. Oops, you son of a gun. For some reason, this damn computer is doing things that I don't want it to do. Okay, got you, JM Kentucky. There it is. JM, now, you know, like I was telling people earlier, JM, you have everything that I sell for free. It's in your inbox right now. And I'm going to send you the hard copy 5A driver and non-driver cop card as soon as this live stream is over. As soon as the live stream is over, I'm going to send you everything. Well, everything I can. And then JM, like I was telling people earlier, because people are struggling so bad and the economy is so tough, you know, if you get my 5A, if you get my Trifold in your email, which I know that you did because I just sent it to you, print this bad chicken out. And then when you get the 5A cop card in your email, print it out and laminate it. If you print this out and laminate it, and you print this out, and you have the 5A driver and non-driver card in the envelope with the Trifold, you stick this in an envelope, put a ribbon on it, the entire Christmas present costs you about $2 or $3 at the most. That's with the ribbon. And then you give this to friends and family who can't stand pigs as much as us. Because when there's only a couple hundred people here, you know that the people here are diehards and we can't stand this system. We can't stand these pigs. And so this is the best Christmas present ever. It's the best Christmas present ever. And it doesn't matter if you printed this out at Kinko's and then you printed this out. And by the way, if you print out this piece of paper, you laminate it. It's cheap. It's less than $1. And then you give these as Christmas presents, and your friends and family who hate cops will really appreciate the Christmas present. They'll get more out of this Christmas present than they do that remote control car, because this will make them feel safe. And then show them the videos and show them and get them to like and subscribe and share. As you guys can see, YouTube has a shadow ban on us pretty bad, you know, but if you're a grifter, grift other people's ideas, well, then, you know, you're super popular. Steal other people's videos, do things like that, then you're super popular. Chevy! There's Chevy! There's Chevy! Haven't said Chevy all day. Chevy's better than Ford. America Uncensored, order one thing. Order any one thing from my website. I tried to give away 50 of these cop cards today. It looks like we got 22. We gave away 22 5A cop cards today, that is a huge, amazing amount of cards to give out today. That is a huge, amazing number. 22 people. That's amazing. Order anything from my website, and I will send you the 5A driver and non-driver cop card absolutely for free. In the mail, in an envelope, for free. In the mail, in an envelope, free. KT, send me your mail address. And the only thing, Katie, is I don't know if I have your size in right now. I only have women's sizes in. It's on my website, but I only think I have only large and medium and small. I think I have a couple XLs in. I can't exactly remember. Let me refresh. Yes. Chille, I spent $25 printing and laminating at FedEx, and it didn't come out like yours. When I get some, I'll buy it from your website. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I have the PDF set, so it will print exactly like mine. But, you know, I print on really high-end paper. My paper is not completely indestructible. It's called indestructible paper, but it's really high-end. You spill coffee on it, you can dump it right off and wipe it. If you slightly tear it, if you try to tear it, it doesn't just tear in half. It's tear-resistant. You know what I mean? Of course, you can tear it if you try to tear it. I mean, there's people who can tear phone books in half. So you can tear it if you try. But if someone doesn't purposely tear up your Trifold, it should last a really long time, the indestructible one. Let me refresh my order form just so that if anybody else ordered, I got JM was the last order, and that last order was 826. I'm just refreshing here to make sure that there's... Okay. Jonathan, I will email you everything I sell for free. I can't send you the free 5A cop card, but I can email you everything I sell for free. So Jonathan, check your email in 1 second, and I will have everything that I sell to you absolutely for free. I would love a remote control car. I would love a remote control car. Dr. Donna, hand pinky wave. All right. I'm going to get the flock out of here. William, yeah, you got the 5A-COP card. Kate, oh, was it double XL? Is that what you want? Edia, you have to email me because I can't remember if you ordered something or not, if you ordered a t-shirt or not. You have to get back to me though. Been a lot going on. All right, let me get the flock out of here. Paul, good to see you. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Thanks for coming. God bless you. God bless the United States. Later, Gators.